ബഹുമാന്യരെ, ചാമ്പ്യൻസ് സ്പോർട്സ് ലീഗിന്റെ ഗ്രാൻഡ് ഫിനാലെ ഇപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ ആരംഭിക്കുകയാണ്. 12ാമത് ചാമ്പ്യൻസ് സ്പോർട്സ് ലീഗും 3ാം ചാമ്പ്യൻസ് സ്പോർട്സ് ലീഗ് സീസണിന്റെ 12ാമത് മത്സരവും പ്രസിഡന്റ്സ് ട്രോഫി ബോട്ട് റേസും ഇവിടെ നടക്കുകയാണ്. പരിപാടികളുടെ ആരംഭം കുറിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് പതാക ഉയർത്തലാണ്.
Good afternoon, viewers.
പ്രിയങ്കരിയായ മേയർ,
welcome to the third President's Trophy boat race
ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട കൊല്ലം മേയർ
at
പതാക ഉയർത്തുന്നതോടുകൂടി ഇന്നത്തെ പരിപാടികൾ ഔദ്യോഗികമായി തുടക്കം കുറിക്കുകയാണ്. ബഹുമാന്യയായ മേയറെ ഈ പതാക ഉയർത്താൻ ആദരപൂർവ്വം ക്ഷണിക്കുന്നു. ശ്രീമതി പ്രസന്ന ഏണസ്റ്റ്, respected Kollam mayor, will hoist the flag. ആരാധ്യയായ കൊല്ലം മേയർ ശ്രീമതി പ്രസന്ന ഏണസ്റ്റ് ഈ പരിപാടികളുടെ
good afternoon, viewers.
ആരംഭം കുറിക്കാൻ
Welcome to the 9th President's Trophy boat race at Ashtamudi Lake, Kollam, and also the third Champions Boat League held here.
മാന്യ പ്രേക്ഷകർക്ക് നമസ്കാരം. 9ാമത് പ്രസിഡന്റ്സ് ട്രോഫി ജലമേള ഏതാനും നിമിഷങ്ങൾക്കകം കൊല്ലം പട്ടണത്തിനോരത്തുള്ള മാന്യ പ്രേക്ഷകർക്ക് നമസ്കാരം. 9ാമത് പ്രസിഡന്റ്സ് ട്രോഫി ജലമേള കൊല്ലത്ത്
President's Trophy boat race at Ashtamudi Lake, Kollam.
അതിന്റെ വിവരണം
It is
നൽകുന്നത്
also
the
third edition of the Champions Boat League held here.
മലയാളത്തിലും
I am Cherian Alexander giving the commentary in English, and with me is Mr. P. Krishnakumar. The commentary will also be in Malayalam, and it will be given by Joe Joseph Tayangeri and Kurichi Rajeshekaran.
അഷ്ടമുടി കായലിന്റെ തീരത്ത് അരങ്ങേറുകയാണ്.
All is set for the race proper to begin.
9 വർഷത്തെ ചരിത്ര പശ്ചാത്തലമുള്ള
There will be the flag hoisting,
വള്ളംകളി
and
പ്രേമികളെ
then there will be the mass drill.
കൊല്ലത്ത്
There will be the inaugural session.
പട്ടണത്തോട്
will also be air show,
കായലിന്റെ തീരത്തിറങ്ങേറുമ്പോൾ
and after that the heats in the Chundan or the snake boat session will start, and then there will be the first heats, second heats, third heats, and after that there will be the first heats for the smaller boats, that is Irituguthi B grade, and after that Irituguthi A grade. Then there will be an interval and cultural program, and after that there will be the finals for the small boats and Vanudha Kanodi. And in the boat race, it should be noted that along with men, women are also participating. The sturdy paddlers from Kuttanad and the fishermen from Kollam, they are forces to be reckoned with in the boat race arena. And then Kollam is famous for many events.
ദേശീയനാടെന്ന അറിയപ്പെടുന്ന പഴയ രാജ്യത്തിന്റെ തലസ്ഥാനമായിരുന്ന തിരുവിതാംകൂറിന്റെ തലസ്ഥാനമായിരുന്ന കേരളത്തിലെ ഏറ്റവും പ്രകൃതി രമണീയവും ഏറ്റവും
first there will be the flag hoisting by Srimati Prasanna Ernest, Honorable Mayor of Kollam, and after that there will be the inauguration, and then there will be the national anthem, and the welcome speech will be given by Sri Devidas NIS, Sri Devidas NIAS, District Collector Kollam, and convener of the CBL 2023. And the president for the event is to be Sri M. Mukesh MLA, who is also the working chairman CBL 2023. And then the introductory remarks will be given by Sri P.B. Nuha IAS, Director Kerala Tourism and CEO CBL. And then there will be the inauguration of the proper race that will be done by Sri N.K. Premachandran MP, Chairman of Organizing Committee, PBR 2000. That is as per the schedule given here. Then there will be mass drill flag off, and that will be done by Honorable Air Marshal Sri Balakrishnan Manikandan, AVSM, VM, Air Officer Commanding in Chief. And then there will be the main speech by Sri K. Biju IAS, Secretary, Kerala Tourism. And then there is a list of dignitaries to be present here. And in view of the demise of a very eminent political leader, I don't know who all will be here for that, but the names given are Sri Kodikunnal Suresh MP, Sri A.M. Arif MP, Sri M. Naushad MLA, Dr. Sujit Vijayan Pilla MLA, Sri G.S. Jayalal MLA, Sri P.C. Vishnula MLA, Dr. P.K. Goban, Honorable Jilla Panchayat President, Sri N. Pirambirakur, ex-MP and Secretary PTBR, and then the vote of thanks will be given by Sri Premila as Deputy Director, Tourism and Joint Convener, CBL.
ആ കൊല്ലത്തെ അഷ്ടമുടി കായലിന്റെ KSRTC ബസ് സ്റ്റാൻഡിനോട് ചേർന്നുള്ള അഷ്ടമുടി കായലിന്റെ ആ ഒരു പ്രദേശത്താണ്, ആ ഒരു തീരത്താണ് ഈ ജലമേള.
The KSRTC bus stand at Kollam, and it is very easy for the spectators and others to reach the venue. And then about the snake boats, it should be remembered that in the days of principality, the snake boats were used for naval battles. Boats of smaller sizes are also participating in the boat race. And there will be races in the Iritukutti section. And Iritukutti boats can move forward and backwards alike. That is the speciality of that boat. And snake boats, say, or say, during the days of principality, naval battles were waged. And Iritukutti boats accompanied the naval boats or the snake boats as spy boats. Because Iritu in Malayalam means, Iritu is a Malayalam word which means dark, and Kutti means dart, darting in the dark. That is the speciality of the Iritukutti boats. They can be used as spy boats. Then there are Veppu grade boats. Veppu means cooking. So these boats accompanied the snake boats during the days of principality to wage naval battles, to do cooking for the soldiers. Then Odi boats are there, Tekkan Odi is there, Vadakkan Odi is there. So all types of
അതിന്റെ ഉദ്ഘാടന ചടങ്ങുകൾ
boats
ആരംഭിക്കുകയായി.
will be participating in the race.
മനോഹരമായ മാസ്റ്ററിൽ നടക്കുന്നു.
Hello viewers, welcome to the very picturesque setting of the Ashtamudi Lake here in Kollam town, which is based to the south of the very magnificent and tourist-oriented nature bounty state of Kerala. We are awaiting the start of the mass drill, which will set off the proceedings for the day. On the monitor you can see the snake boats. The snake boats are lining up. There are 9 snake boats which are taking part in the race today. These 9 snake boats, the selection of which has been based on their performance in the Nehru Trophy last year, where the first 9 snake boats which finished in the top 9 out of the 18 or 19 snake boats which participate in the Nehru Trophy boat race, they are selected for the President's Trophy race next year. So all the 9 boats which are lined up here, they are from the Nehru Trophy boat race which happened in 2022. The top 9 from 2023 Nehru Trophy will participate in the President's Trophy boat race next year. If you take a look at the snake boats, which are the star attraction of the day, there are dragon boats also taking part in the race today. But unquestionably, as you can see, the beauty of the snake boat is something which catches the attraction of everybody. The boats are of length over 120 meters. The longest snake boat, as per the Guinness World Record, is 140 feet long. Typically, the boats are about 120 feet long. The snake boats are called thus because when you look at the snake boats from the front, they look like the hood of a serpent raised in the air. If you take a close look at the snake boat, you would see that it is narrow in the front, narrow at the back, and wide in the middle. So you'll see 6 or 7 oarsmen at the front, and they would be capable of paddling on both sides of the boat. So if you look at the people at the top, and you can actually see them flip the oars, that is what they do while the race is on. So these 5 or 6 people, depending on the formation in each boat, maximum 7 people in the front, they will be flipping the oars from side to side in tandem during the race. They will do that about 4 or 5 times during the race. The length of the track is 1.25 kilometers, and it starts from Tevalli Palace and ends at the finishing point, which is at the KSRTC Waterway station. Now the snake boats are lining up in front of the finishing point, where we are going to have
President Trophy. The
middle part, it is wide, where we can have 2 people seated side by side, and then towards the back of the snake boat, we will have the oarsmen with long paddles standing up. We will take a look as we see the snake boat in close-up, and we are having the aerial shot of the picturesque Ashtamudi Lake, which is spread over 61 square kilometers, and this is the entry point to the very famous backwaters of Kerala. If you look at the snake boats again, you will see people in the middle. They are the people who command the speed of the rowing. So the rowing happens as per the speed of the talam or the beat, which is put by the people in the middle. And you see the starting point where the boats are still lining up. We have 9 snake boats here. There will be 3 heats. Each heat will have 3 snake boats. And from these 9, we will have 3 boats going into the final. They will be selected depending on the time they take to finish. So it's not just finishing first in each heat. We need to finish in the top 3 across the 9 boats, because we're looking at the timing. We look at the proceedings so far in the Champions Boat League. We are talking about a total of 13 races. The Champions Boat League is organized by the Government of Kerala, specifically the Department of Tourism. It starts in August, the second week of August, where we have the Nehru Trophy boat race. That is the first race of the Champions Boat League, and it ends here today with the 13th and final race at the President's Trophy, where we have the setting at the Ashtamudi Lake. The boats are still lining up for the mass drill, where they will be doing the drills in tandem. We can now see 7 boats lined up. We are still waiting for 2 more. The captain there would play a very important role in overall command of the boat, where he would be giving signals based on which the oarsmen will determine the speed at which they will row the boat. They will also look at which side of the boat the people in the front have to row. 0.25 meters, 1.25 kilometers, I'm sorry. We are looking at the boatsmen in the front, switching sides at least about 4 or sometimes 5 times during the length of the race. If you look at the rear end of the snake boat, the rear end is about 15 feet high from the water level, and we have about 5 or 6, again depending on the formation in each boat, we'll have 5 or 6 oarsmen standing, and they will have long paddles, and they are the people who are going to determine the direction, because they will determine the steering of the boat. It's a very picturesque setting at Ashtamudi Lake. It's a beautiful location here. We are blessed with mangroves, we are blessed with palm groves, we are blessed with coconut farms. So this is a wonderful, wonderful setting that we have at Kollam. Ashtamudi Lake takes its name from the shape it has. It has the shape of a palm or something like an octopus, where we have 8 braids. So that is why 8 in Malayalam, it's Ashtam or 8, where we're talking about 8 braids. So that is why the lake takes the name of Ashtamudi. Ashtamudi Lake is the entry point for the very famous backwaters of Kerala. We are looking at the starting lineup here, where we have, again, as I said, 9 snake boats. If you look at the history of snake boats, it dates back to somewhere around 400 years, where the snake boats were used for warfare by the small kingdoms in the neighboring district of Alleppey, and also this district of Kollam. These 2 districts are basically having a lot of coastal and water areas, both coastal areas and waterways, where we used to have, in olden times, we are dating back to about 400 years, where we used to have warfare which was fought on water. So we're primarily talking about 4 major small kingdoms. We had Champakasheri, we had Kayankulam, we had also 2 more smaller kingdoms where they used to have warfare, and the Champakasheri king found it often difficult to command the waterways. So he decided to go for a boat, or come up with a boat which has the speed to compete with his opponents. So as the story goes, he found out a very, very skillful carpenter, Venkata Narayanan Ashari. Ashari in Malayalam means carpenter. And this Venkata Narayanan Ashari, came up with this new design in his mind, which he converted into reality, and he came up with some snake boats, which can accommodate more than 100 warriors, and they would move with the swiftness of an eel, and they can also be camouflaged by hiding them near the bushes along the lakeside, and then use them for surprise attacks. So Champakasheri king then won the further battles because he had the command of the snake boats, and as the story goes, the king of Kayankulam then sent a spy to find out what is the secret behind the snake boats. And the spy was a very handsome young man, and he managed to woo the daughter of this carpenter. And the carpenter's wife then thought that, he's the best person to be a suitor for her daughter. And she then proposed to her husband that why not we actually take this young man into our fold and teach him our tricks of the trade. And that is what the carpenter did. And as soon as the young man or the spy learned about the tricks of the trade, he vanished. The king actually knew about it, or he came to know about it, and he then put the carpenter in prison. Now the story doesn't end there. As the war then unfolded, where the Kayankulam king, with the help of the information from the spy, put out a few snake boats and then challenged the Champakasheri king, he was defeated because his boats, which were made according to the directions given by the spy, were of faulty design, because snake boat making is a very intricate thing, which means that the young spy is a rookie. He could not match the skills, and basically the Kayankulam King's forces were defeated. Champakasheri King then became very happy. He released the carpenter and showered him with gifts, and that's how the story goes. I'm now handing over the mic to Professor Cherian Alexander.
Thank you, Krishnaguma. Now the event going on is the mass drill. The mass drill is a very spectacular event connected with the boat race. And you know, the captain of the mass drill will give instructions and all the oarsmen or rowers will act accordingly. It's a very disciplined affair. And here at Ashtamudi Kayal, the event going on is the President's Trophy boat race, that is the 9th edition of it, and the 3rd Champions League. The President's Trophy boat race is a popular boat race held on the Ashtamudi Lake in Kollam city. This is one of the most popular of the boat races held in Kerala, God's own country. Normally, there are races in 5 categories, namely Chundan or snake boats, then 2 grades of Veppu and 2 grades of Irituguthi boats. See, the mass drill for those who are viewing the boat race for the first time, this is a mind-boggling affair. All the snake boats have arrived in front of the pavilion, and all these oarsmen, they obey the commands of the commander who gives instructions in the mass drill. They will also take a vow to do the things accordingly as per the boat races manners, and you know, the decorum warrants it. And then the trophy had been instituted, that is President's Trophy had been instituted in the name of the President of India, Srimati Pratibha Patil, former President of India, who came to witness this boat race once. And the race has become part of Kerala's IPL model boat race league from 2019 onwards. The government of Kerala has decided to make President's Trophy boat race as the finishing event of Champions Boat League. The President's Trophy boat race is an annual event since 2011. See the row of snake boats which have assembled in front of the VIP pavilion, and they have participated in the mass drill, and they will now go back to the starting point, and the race proper will begin or commence in a few minutes. In few moments. See the picturesque beauty of Ashtamudi Kayal, palm picturesque lake noted for its pristine beauty. The calm waters. It had been raining cats and dogs in the past few days, but now the weather is funny, and even the weather gods are smiling upon Ashtamudi Kayal. And you know, lot of people have banged, lot of people have thronged the banks of this Ashtamudi Kayal to witness the final in the Champions Boat League and the finals in the President's Trophy boat race. Nearly 9 snake boats will be participating in the finals today, and you know, in heats number 1 in the snake boat section, in the first heat, Saint Pius X boat is there. See, that is Sri Mukesh, film actor and MLA, local MLA, who is giving the address.
കൊല്ലങ്കാരെ, വള്ളംകളിയിൽ മത്സരിക്കുന്ന മത്സരാർത്ഥികളെ, വളരെ അഭിമാനത്തോടും സന്തോഷത്തോടും കൂടിയാണ് ഞാൻ നിങ്ങളുടെ മുമ്പിൽ നിൽക്കുന്നത്. കാരണം CBLൻ്റെയും പ്രസിഡൻസ് ട്രോഫിയും 2 മത്സരവും ഒരേ ദിവസം ഒരേപോലെ നടക്കുകയാണ്. CBLൻ്റെ ഫൈനലാണ്. വളരെ വാശിയേറിയ ഒരു മത്സരമാണ്. സാധാരണഗതിയിൽ കഴിഞ്ഞ പ്രാവശ്യവും കഴിഞ്ഞ പ്രാവശ്യവുമൊക്കെ ഏകദേശമൊക്കെ ആരാണ് വിജയി എന്ന് നമുക്ക് ഉറപ്പിക്കാമായിരുന്നു. പക്ഷേ ഇപ്രാവശ്യം വളരെ നേരിയ മാർജിനിലാണ് ഓരോ ടീമുകളും ജയിച്ചു വന്നിരിക്കുന്നത്. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ഇന്നത്തെ മത്സരം വളരെ വാശിയുള്ള മത്സരമായിരിക്കുമെന്നുള്ളത് തീർച്ചയാണ്. വള്ളംകളിയെ പറ്റി പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ നമ്മുടെ കേരളത്തിൻ്റേത് മാത്രമായ തനത് വിനോദമാണ്, കായിക വിനോദമാണ്. ഒരുപക്ഷെ ലോകത്ത് തന്നെ ഇത്രയേറെ മത്സരാർത്ഥികൾ ഒരു മത്സരത്തിൽ പങ്കെടുക്കുന്ന മറ്റൊരു ഇനമുണ്ടാകില്ല. ഒരു വള്ളത്തിൽ തന്നെ 80 85 തുഴക്കാരാണ് ഇവിടെ ഉള്ളത്. അങ്ങനെ 9 ചുണ്ടൻ വള്ളമാകുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ എത്ര മത്സരാർത്ഥികൾ ഉണ്ടാകും എന്ന് നമുക്കറിയാം. മറ്റൊരു കായിക വിനോദത്തിനും ഒളിമ്പിക്സിൽ തപ്പി നോക്കിയാലും ഇത്രയേറെ ആവേശത്തോടുകൂടി മത്സരാർത്ഥികൾ പങ്കെടുക്കുന്ന മറ്റൊരു കായിക മത്സരം ഉണ്ടാകില്ല. കേരളത്തിൻ്റെ തനത് എന്നൊക്കെ പറയുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിലും ഇവിടെ തുഴച്ചിൽക്കാരായിട്ടുള്ള ആൾക്കാർ മലയാളികൾ മാത്രമല്ല. കാശ്മീർ തൊട്ട് ഇങ്ങോട്ട് ഇന്ത്യയിലുള്ള മിക്ക സ്റ്റേറ്റുകളിലുള്ള തുഴച്ചിൽക്കാരാണ്. അത് വള്ളംകളിയോടുള്ള അഭേദ്യമായ പ്രണയം കൊണ്ട്, താല്പര്യം കൊണ്ട് അവർ വന്നു ചേർന്നതാണ്. അപ്പോൾ അതുതന്നെ ഒരു നാഷണൽ ഇന്റർനാഷണൽ ലെവലായി കഴിഞ്ഞു.
This is Mr. Mukesh, MLA, who is also a very famous film actor who is acting mainly in Malayalam movies and also in some other languages in South India. He has also acted in some movies in Hindi. Now, if you look at the Champions Boat League, it starts with the first race in August, which is the Nehru Trophy boat race, and it ends with the 13th boat race here today at the President's Trophy setting in Ashtamudi Lake in Kollam. So a total of 13 races. If you look at the standings as per the first 12 races, Viyapuram Chundan means snake boat. The snake boat is called Chundan because if you look at the front side of the boat, it also looks like the beak of a bird, and beak in Malayalam is called Chunda, so that is why it is called Chundan. It also resembles the hood of a serpent, so that is why we call it a snake boat. So if you look at the 9 snake boats which are participating in the President's Trophy here today, and if you go by the standings in the Champions League after 12 races, as I said, this is the last and final race. We are in for a very exciting finale. I'll tell you the reason why. Because hardly 4 points separate the snake boats which are right now in the first and the second position. Viyapuram Chundan is in the first position after 12 races with 106 points. This is a boat which is powered by Parliamentary Boat Club, and it is named Tropical Titans. Now these boats are sponsored by companies, by mostly NRIs or by clubs. So the Parliamentary Boat Club is powering the Viyapuram Chundan, which is branded as Tropical Titans. They have won 6 trophies out of the 12 this year, out of the 12 this year, and they are standing at 106 points. Just behind, 4 points less, at 102 points, is Nadubhagan Chundan. Nadubhagam snake boat was the winner of the President's boat race last year. This is powered by United Boat Club Kainagiri, which has a long tradition in boat racing, popularly known as UBC Kainagiri. They're branded as Coast Dominators, and they're right now at 102 points. The boat which comes first gets 10 points. The boat which comes second gets 9, third gets 8, and so on. So that is how the points are determined. And we are talking about the points as of now from 12 races which have happened so far, from the second week of August to 2nd of December, when the 12th and the last race happened. And this is the finale of the Champions Boat League. At the third place is a boat by name Mahadevi Katal Tekedil, which won the Champions League last year. They are right now at 80 points. A total of 9 snake boats are taking part in the race today. These 9 boats were selected as per their standing in Nehru Trophy Boat Race 2022. In the Nehru Trophy Boat Race, close to about 20 snake boats take part, 18 to 20. depending on their availability each year. And from there, the top 9 are shortlisted and they come into play in the President's Trophy boat race next year. So these 9 snakeboats were selected based on their performance in the Nehru Trophy last year. Going back to the history of Vallam Kali or boat racing in Kerala, Vallam means boat as per the local language and Kali means game. And if you look at Vallam Kali or boat racing, it is in the hearts and minds and blood of the people in these 2 districts of Kollam and the nearby district of Alleppey. These 2 districts host most of the backwaters of Kerala. Many of you from outside Kerala would have traveled and possibly stayed in houseboats. If you have not done so, my friends, it is time that you take a look at visiting Kerala at the earliest. You will not regret it. I can tell you that. I can assure you that. There are a lot of things that Kerala has to offer. Right now on the screen, you see Shri N.K. Premachandran, who is the MP of Kollam. He's been the MP of this particular constituency for several decades now, and he is now addressing the audience. He's a regular presence here at the President's Boat Club. So coming back to Kerala, God's own country, it is a very, very magnificent, nature bountiful location. As you all know, one of the locations which have been cited by none other than Travel Planet. Many of you from outside Kerala make a beeline to the state during the holidays. The holiday season is coming up from mid of December, and it goes on till early February. And friends, if you haven't made your travel plans to Kerala for holiday, please do. You will not regret it. Once in a lifetime at least, you should come to this wonderful state which has got a lot of things on offer. We have everything spread out over a little or small presence, where we have lakes, we have lagoons, we have mangroves, rivers, backwaters, beaches, hill stations, wildlife sanctuaries. If you're looking for architecture, we have palaces, temples, churches, mosques. We have a Jewish synagogue in Cochin. We have museums, art galleries, and I can go on like this. It is very easy to cover Kerala because the length and breadth of the small state is very well connected by road, by rail, and by waterways. We have a water metro which is doing wonderfully well, the first of its kind in the country, which is in Cochin, and it is extremely profitable. You even have techies going for work in IT Park by taking the travel in the waterway, because traveling by water is something that people in these areas look at it as something that they do from childhood. They learn to walk and they learn to swim. If you look at most of the households along these lakes and backwaters of Kerala, you will find that most of the households own at least one boat, if not more. It's just like having a car in your porch in your house. This is something which is extremely common in Kerala, where it's a very, very common thing to see youngsters. They will be small kids or even women who would be rowing small boats, 2-seaters and 4-seaters. So अभी श्री N.K. प्रेमचंद्रन संबोधन कर रहे हैं. ये कोल्लम का विशिष्ट MP है. I'm trying to actually sort of put in snippets of Hindi along with that to help the viewers who are actually more well-versed in Hindi. I'm not too well-versed in Hindi, not much, but then, that's our national language again, along with some of the other languages as per our constitution. So, I'm trying to actually sort of, reach out to everybody and be all-inclusive. तो यहाँ प्रेसिडेंट्स ट्रॉफी बोट रेस हो रहा है अष्टमुडी लेक पर. ये चैंपियंस बोट लीग का अंतिम हिस्सा है. चैंपियंस बोट लीग में बोट रेसेस हैं. प्रथम वो अगस्त में शुरू होता है नेहरू बोट रेस से और अंतिम बोट रेस यहाँ आज हो रहा है कोल्लम टाउन में साउथ केरला में अष्टमुडी लेक पे. The fight is for the President's Trophy. There are 9 snake boats which are competing, and we are eagerly awaiting the start of the first race, which will happen after the inaugural session and after a spectacular air show which we are awaiting. And then we will have the 9 snake boats participating across 3 heats, 3 snake boats in each heat, and out of the 9, the top 3, according to the timing in which they finish the race, will qualify for the final. It's not just that they finish the race and the top position in the heat. That will not help the boat to qualify. The timing does. So speed does matter, and we are eagerly waiting the start of the snake boat race, because the snake boats, are the star attraction. What you see right now is a dragon boat. We have 9 dragon boats also taking part. They are of different varieties called Iritukuti or Vepp and Odi. We'll come to that as we go into those respective races. And this is what I said. I mean, you'll find small kids, taking to water, right from a very young age, because this is something that the people of this area do, because they live by the lakes, by the waterways, by the lagoons, by the backwaters, and for them water is something akin to what it is to a fish or a frog. They learn to walk and they learn to swim almost at the same time. The vast expanse of the Ashtamudi Lake, which is spanning 61 square kilometers, Ashtamudi Lake is the opening point into the famous backwaters of Kerala. You see the magnificent expanse by the side of the Ashtamudi Lake. You can see the mangroves, you can see the coconut palms swaying by. We have women who will be racing today. They're doing the practice by the side there, all in very smart uniforms. Uniquely, you will also see that the steering at the back is done by the men, where they use long oars to steer and command the boat. The powering is done by the ladies. श्री N.K. प्रभचंद्रन अभी बात कर रहा है. वो कोल्लम का माननीय श्री MP है. And we are waiting the start of the air show after the inaugural ceremony. Policing is also done along with the boats of the organizers. If you pan the lake expanse, you will also see that the waterway is lined by small boats where you have local supporters, and it will be extremely exciting to see them raise their voices to a crescendo as the races start and support their teams. Now I hand over the mic to my colleague, Professor Cherian Alexander, sir.
Thank you, Krishna. Sri M.K. Premachandran, MP, Chairman and Organizing Committee, PTBR 2023 is giving the address. He has talked at length about the importance of the boat races and the speciality of Kollam, and it should be that was the inaugural function of the 9th President's Trophy boat race and the 3rd Champions Boat League at Kollam. Kollam is a miniature of Kerala in all its pomp and pride in the tourism map. The Ashtamudi Lake is beautiful, calm water spread with enchanting greenery on the banks. See the scenic beauty at Ashtamudi Lake, Kollam. Ashtamudi Lake is also gifted with unique representative features: sea, lakes, plains, monuments, rivers, streams, backwaters, forest and vast green fields. It is also noted for its educational institutions and temples, churches, mosques, etc. Kerala is a land where communal harmony prevails.
അഡീഷണൽ കളക്ടർ അടക്കമുള്ളവരെ ഏറെ പ്രിയങ്കരായിട്ടുള്ള ഈ ജലോത്സവത്തിന്റെ വിജയത്തിന് വേണ്ടി ഇവിടെ എത്തിച്ചേർന്നുള്ള സഹോദരി സഹോദരന്മാരെ, വളരെ അഭിമാനത്തോടുകൂടിയാണ് ഈ ജലോത്സവ പരിപാടിയിൽ പങ്കെടുക്കുവാൻ ഞാൻ എത്തിച്ചേർന്നത്. എനിക്ക് മുന്നേ സംസാരിച്ച നമ്മുടെ ബഹുമാന്യനായിട്ടുള്ള എംപിയും പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട MLA സൂചിപ്പിച്ചതുപോലെ
The inaugural function is still going on. The welcome speech was given by Sri Devidas N. IAS, District Collector, Kollam and Convener, CBL 2023. Then Sri M. Mukesh MLA, who is the working chairman and CBL 2023 has spoken. And then Sri PB Nuh IAS, Director Kerala Tourism and CEO CBL was speaking. And then Sri N.K. Premchandran MB, he has given his points. And then the mass drill was there. And then you see the mayor of Kollam is also there. Yes, the venue of the boat race is a gateway of Ashtamudi. The race starts from the water column near Thevalli Palace. And finishing point is in the front of the houseboat terminal. The water body having 1,250 meter long in between these 2 points is scheduled the track for the race. See the procession. People have come in all modes to watch this prestigious water carnival held at Ashtamudi Lake. Women, they are practicing to take part in the heats, and women are also participants in the boat race. And about the snake boats, it should be said that nearly 100 oarsmen will be there, and but this time it is limited to 80 or 85. And you know, the boat race in Kerala is the greatest team sport. Where on earth on water can you find nearly 100 men participating in a team? Like that, there are 9 snake boats participating here. But in the Nehru Trophy boat race, nearly 20 snake boats were there. And the Nehru Trophy boat race held normally on the second Saturday of August at Punnamada Lake, Alappuzha is branded as the greatest show in water. And it is called Kuttanad's Olympics on water. But at Kollam also, the boat race fans are there, and those who are bit by the boat race bug, they have thronged the banks, and you know, people have come in all modes. Some are there in dingy boats, and some are there on rooftops, and they all watch this with enthusiasm, frenzy, etc. And as the oarsmen throw their oars in unison to the fast spread-paced rhythm of the Vanjipattu. Vanjipattu or song boat is an integral part of the boat races. And then you see Her Excellency, the then Honorable President of India, Srimati Pratibha Patil, inaugurated the first edition of President's Trophy boat race in 2011, and Sri Ganesh Shundan, owned by St. Francis Boat Club, emerged winner then. And in 2012, Jawahar Tayangere, owned by Sangam Kennedy, was the winner. And in 2013, Karichal won. And Karichal is a force to reckon with in the boat races. It is the king among the boats taking part in the boat races. It has won the Nehru Trophy nearly 15 times, and it has also won several hat-tricks, and that also is participating. And Anari emerged winner in 2014. In 2015, the race was not conducted. In 2016, Katil Takedil was winner. In 2017, St. Pius X lifted the trophy. See the jam-packed holiday crowd watching the President's Trophy boat race at the Champions Boat League at Ashtamudi Lake, Kollam. See where people are there, all sorts of people at the boat race. See, there will be air show by the Air Force, and that is also part of the boat race show by the Air Force there. And then say the Air Marshal Sri Balakrishnan Manikandan, AVSM VM Air Officer Commanding in Chief, is also supposed to be here. And then you see in 2018 the race was not conducted, and boat races at Alappuzha and other places were not held because of the great deluge and also the spread of COVID-19. But after that it resumed, and there was some difference in the scheduled time. And at Punnamada, normally the boat race is held on the second Saturday of August every year. But in 2 years the date was postponed because there was heavy flood and all that, and for 2 years it was not held. And then in and around Kerala, nearly 20 famous boat races are there, but there are also smaller boat races in the village canals and lakes. And see what a fantastic show it is, the show made by the Air Force. 1, 2, 3, 4 planes are there in the air, and the weather is very, very sunny, and it is very warm, and it is not at all cold, it is not at all very hot, but it is a very pleasant weather here. And see the beauty at Ashtamudi Lake. And then in 2019, Nadubagan Chundan, owned by Pallaturuthi Boat Club or PBC, had a facile win in the President's Trophy boat race. And in 2020 and 2021, the race was not conducted again. And in 2022, Nadubagan State Boat, owned by NCDC, emerged to win a C. The cheering crowd, they are everywhere near the banks of the Ashtamudi Lake. And an aerial view of the lake and its surroundings. And it should be remembered that the chief patron of the boat race is the Honorable Chief Minister of Kerala. The chairman of the boat race is the District Collector, Kollam, and other notable boat races in Kerala are, apart from the President's Trophy at Kollam or the Champions Boat League final here, the other famous boat races are, the jam-packed holiday crowd. The other boat races are Nehru Trophy boat race at Alappuzha, which is the greatest show on water, Kuttanad Olympics on water. Then Aramulla Uttratadi Vallangali, it is a ritual more than a race at Aramulla. And then there is the Kumaragam boat race, and there is the Kallada boat race. See, people belonging to all categories. Kerala is God's own country, and the boat race is a symbol of communal harmony prevailing in this part of the terra firma. You can find a mosque, a temple and a church in the single lane, and people belonging to all caste and creed living in unison as brothers and sisters, good neighbors, good Samaritans. That can be found in Kerala. And even during the days of principalities, the people belonging to all classes and creeds, they were found as oarsmen. That is the speciality of Kerala. And then the Kollam boat race is a notable event. Kollam beach is a major tourist attraction. The boat race is a spectacle of passion. It reflects the very pulse of the land. The famous boat clubs in Kerala are Pallaturuthi Boat Club, Police Boat Club, United Boat Club, NCDC Kumaragam, Village Boat Club Edathuva, KCBC Kumaragam, the Town Boat Club Kumaragam, and Brothers Boat Club Edathuva. For years now, elegant snake boats or Chundan Vallams have been used for world-renowned snake boat races that are usually conducted annually on the backwaters of Kerala, celebrating both rituals and festivities. See, the boat race is a part of the festivities here, and it is also a part of ritual, especially the boat race held at Aramulla, say near or with the blessings of Lord Parthasarathi, is a ritual. There, instead of snake boats, Palliyodams are used, and the uniforms of the oarsmen are also different. And in the boat races held at Punnamada and Kollam, In the snake boats, rowers normally wear shorts and bunions, but at Palliodams, they don't wear that. They wear dhotis and also other ritualistic dresses, and they sing songs praising Parasarya and all that. And today at Kollam, see, it is the grand finale of this year's Champions Boat League race. And that is why, you see, because of the pleasant weather and because of the proximity to the venue, people have come. See, the boat race is taking place near KSRTC bus stand Kollam at the Ashtamudi lake, and see airplanes showing their display. And any boat race has such events during the interval. Now, as part of a novel venture to protect and promote the traditions of the land, Kerala Tourism presents the Champions Boat League. The league is conducted over 12 different venues across the state with an aim to conserve and promote Kerala's traditional sporting event and showcase the beautiful backwaters of the world. See, it is a feat which showcases the beautiful backwaters of Kerala. And you know, in the backwaters of Kerala, at Alappuzha and Kollam and in other places, there are the houseboats. The houseboats, they are formal, or you know, that is Kollam MLA and film actor Mukesh, and along with him is Sri Hemachandran, MP of Kollam. And the Champions Boat League begins with the prestigious Nehru Trophy boat race at Alappuzha and ends with the President's Trophy boat race in Kollam. See how happy the distinguished guests are. Everybody is enjoying the feat. They are all eagerly waiting for the proper race to commence, and that will commence in a few moments. See, people are there everywhere. The monuments, Kollam is also noted for its monuments, and you know, also its religious amity, and you know, of its business. See, cashew, then or fishing is also a major pastime or occasion of the people here. There are many factories, and the cashew is exported, which brings foreign exchange. And like that, exports of fish also brings a lot of money to the people of Kollam and all that. Factories are there, educational institutions are there, religious institutions are there, and you know, people belonging to all categories are here, and business is prospering in Kollam. All these things. See, the feat showed by the airplanes is a diverting. Then, you know, diving. The women, they are practicing. See, in Sarathi boat, the Tekkanodi, that is the name of the boat, which is owned by the women. See, they are showing it again and again. The Air Force, they are showing their acrobatics or feats in air. And then, you see, as told earlier, the boat race is the greatest team sport. It is the greatest show on water. And it is noted for its communal harmony. 100 men bring their oars in perfect harmony, with the frenzied beats of drums, creating a drizzle in mid-air as spectators go wild during the race. The wooden boats they row are nearly 1,400 feet long, with the stern rising 15 feet above the surface of the water. Then snake boats have nothing to do with the snakes. They are called snake boats, with the prow of a snake boat resembles the hoary hood of a snake. That is why it is called snake boat, and in Malayalam it is called Chundan Vallam. And you know, though boats of many categories take place in the boat races, the prestigious event will be the finals in the Chundan snake. The nearly more than 1 kilometer, I think it is 1.25 kilometers, is covered in less than 4 minutes at times. See, in 4 minutes, they cover the length of 4 minutes. And you know, normally the tracks are laid from east to west. see the women practicing. But along with women, they also need the support of men also. There will be 3 or 4 men in the boat in the women's section also, and they will beat the drums. They will give the rhythm and tempo to the boat race, and people are eagerly waiting for the proper race to begin. And again the show by the Air Force, the air display on air, not only on water but also on air display is going on here. And then the snake boat race is the largest team sport in the whole world. The snake boat race boasts of the biggest statistics for a game, but it takes only a little over 4 minutes or sometimes less than 4 minutes to row to victory over a watery track of more than 1 kilometer. See, the aircrafts are producing great sound, and people are looking at the sky, and after some time they will look to on the water. So show on air, show on water, and the boat race is the greatest show on water. Here is God's plenty. That is what the spectators or tourists say about this. And a lot of tourists, native and foreign, have come to Kollam and Ashtamudi Lake to watch these finals in the Chundan especially, and also the final of the Champions Boat League. Now I hand over the mic to Mr. Krishna Kumar.
Thank you, Professor Cherian Alexander. We are watching the spectacular air show displayed by 4 helicopters in the presence of Honorable Air Marshal Sri Balakrishnan Manikandan, AVSM VM Air Officer Commanding in Chief. And his honorable presence here has lent color to the whole proceedings, and we are witnessing a spectacular air show by 4 helicopters who are making wonderful formations in the air. We saw them doing a fly past, and then we saw them lined up one behind the other and flying very low, making a thunderous sound which caused wonderment, because it flew very, very low and just over the head of the spectators who are here thronging the sides of the Ashtamudi Lake. And then the helicopters started forming different hues of color in the air. They left different colors, saffron, green and white, the colors of our national flag. And it was such a wonderful performance to see the helicopters creating such a thrill for the spectators who have thronged the sides of Ashtamudi Lake here to witness the proceedings at the President's Trophy boat race. The President's Trophy boat race is the 13th and final race, which is part of the Champions Boat League. This is the 3rd Champions Boat League. President's Trophy has been happening for the past several years. It started in 2011. It is a trophy which is instituted in the name of the President of India, and the first trophy, the first boat race, the President's boat race, happened in 2011, where the trophy was won by Sai Ganesh Chundan. Chundan means snake boat. Why it is called Chundan in Malayalam? It is because the front of the snake boats, if you view it from the front, it resembles the shape of a beak. So Chundan or Chunda in Malayalam means lips. It can also mean the beak of a bird. So that is why these magnificent boats, which would carry anything from 100 people to about 125 people, they are called Chundan Vallams in local language, and snake boats in English, because again, viewing from the front, the magnificent boats would resemble the hood of a serpent, because the front of the snake boat stands tall about 4 feet from the water level. Now we see the ladies doing their practice. That is boat which is a dragon boat, which is called Tekken OD boat, and these ladies would be competing There will be 3 boats in that category. They will be competing later on in the show today. A shot of the very familiar houseboats, hundreds of them which line the backwaters of Kerala, particularly in 2 districts, the district of Kollam where we are right now and the neighboring district of Alleppey. Many of you from North India would have traveled to Kerala, would have stayed in a houseboat. That is a once in a lifetime experience. Because when you take a travel down the backwaters, the lakes, then the site is such a spectacular one because the 2 sides of the lake are lined by palm trees, lined by coconut trees, coconut farms, and also by magnificent mangroves. The ladies doing their practice very religiously, and as you can see, the steering at the back of the boat is done by men. They do the steering with their long oars. These boats, these dragon boats, as different from snake boats, have the same look from both the front and the back, which means that they can be rowed both ways. I mean, they can be steered either way. Whereas you see the snake boats having a sharp beak in the front and a tall hood at the back. The front of the the front of the snake boat has a height of 4 feet from the water. The back end of the snake boat has a height of about 15 feet from the water level. अभी महिलाएं प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं, उसका कंपटीशन थोड़ी देर में आएगा. वो पहले हाउस बोट्स, वो स्नेक बोट्स का 3 हीट्स होगा और उसके बाद महिलाएं का एक कंपटीशन होगा. उसमें हिस्सा लेंगे 3 नाव. वो तेक्केनोडी ड्रैगन बोट टाइप नाव है. The Ashtamudi Lake spans 61 square kilometers. It's the entry point of the very famous backwaters of Kerala. And it's a very, very common sight to see houseboats, transport boats, small fishing vessels, small country boats crisscrossing, because it's a part of the daily life of people who stay along the sides of the lake, the sides of the waterways in the districts of Kollam and the neighboring district of Alleppey. It's a way of life for them. You see small kids using boats to travel from shore to shore, traveling alone. And you should not be amazed by seeing that. Very, very small kids, because they take to water at a very, very young age. The women doing the practice, they don't strain themselves too much, do they? So they're basically just flexing their arms, ensuring that they are now, towing in tandem. And that's what they do once the race starts. And you can see the beat there being put by the person at the back, and the rowing happens as per the beat. When the beat gets faster, once they get into the race, and when they get into the later part of the race, it gets really, really fast. And the person, the captain, sets the beat, the tone, based on which the rowing is actually happening. Looks magnificent, isn't it? This is a Tekkenodi boat. This is a dragon boat, which looks the same from the front and the back. Beautifully carved out from a wood which is called Anjali, which is a dry jack tree. All these boats are made from a single tree, and it takes extreme carpentry skills to make boats, and particularly snake boats. There are very, very few carpenters in Kerala who have the craft to make the snake boats, and it is often within the family, closely held and within the family. And in the case of these magnificent and intricate snake boats, you must be amazed to hear that most of the calculations are done by these carpenters in their mind and as per their sixth sense. It is not we see the people in the dragon boat practicing, and you see the middle part of the snake boat where the people are seated side by side, two of them side by side, and they row on their respective sides. And then you see the snake boat towards the back, it raises up. The very famous sight of the houseboat, which line in hundreds along the backwaters of Kerala. The boats for the first race are lining up near the starting point. The boats by the side, the far side, are the boats which are going to take part in the heats to follow. We have 3 tracks laid out. The track nearest to you on the left is track number 1, and then we have track number 3.
വള്ളംകളിയുടെ മറ്റൊരു ആകർഷണീയത എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഈ തുഴതാളമാണ്. ഈ തുഴയുടെ താളത്തിന് ഒരു പ്രത്യേക ഒരു സുഖമാണ്. അത് കേൾക്കാനും ഒരു ആവേശം കൊടുക്കാനുമൊക്കെ. നമ്മുടെ ഇപ്പം ബാലു ഉണ്ട്. എന്താണ് ഈ പ്രാവശ്യത്തെ ഈ തുഴയുടെ താളത്തിന്റെ വെറൈറ്റി?
നമ്മൾ പൊതുവെ മറ്റ് ക്ലബ്ബുകൾ ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്ന ഒരു വാക്കുകളോ കാര്യങ്ങളല്ല ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നത്. പ്രാക്ടീസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കായിരിക്കും കൂടുതലും എല്ലാ ക്ലബ്ബിലെ താളക്കാരും പ്രോപ്പറായിട്ടുള്ള താളം വിളിക്കുന്നത്. വള്ളത്തെ കയറി കഴിയുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് പിന്നെ മത്സര സമയത്തായിരിക്കുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് എതിർവള്ളത്തിൻ്റെ പൊസിഷൻ ഉൾപ്പെടെ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടായിരിക്കും നമ്മൾ താളം വിളിക്കുന്നത്. നമ്മളെന്നാലും പൊതുവെ ബോഡി മൂവ്മെൻറ്റും ലോങ് തുഴ എന്നൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ പറയാറുള്ളൂ. ഇപ്പം നമ്മുടെ പല വള്ളങ്ങളും എനിക്കൊന്ന് 2019 തോന്നുന്നു അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഇത് സംസാരം അല്ല അങ്ങനെ ഒരു രീതിക്ക് താളം വിളി കൂടുതലായിട്ടും വള്ളത്തെ വരുന്നത്. പക്ഷേ ഇപ്പം നമ്മളെതിരെ കളിക്കുന്ന വള്ളങ്ങളും നേരെ അത് തന്നെ അതേലും ഇത് കണക്കൊക്കെ നമ്മുടെ താളം തന്നെയാണ് ഇപ്പോഴും വിളിക്കുന്നവരുണ്ട്. അതൊരു ആവേശം തന്നെയാണ്. പിന്നെ ഇപ്പം അത് ആ ഒരു ഇതുവരെ പല ക്ലബ്ബുകളും തന്നു വന്ന രീതി അല്ലാതെ ഒരു വെറൈറ്റിയാണത്. അത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ.
So we are now awaiting the start of the first race, which will be the first heats of the snake boats. Now we have a total of 9 boats here lining up for the President's Trophy. The snake boats are a part of the history and tradition and culture of Kerala. The people who stay near the lakes, the waterways, the backwaters of Kerala, they are a part of the boating history, the boat races of Kerala. And the boat races then are always seen in tandem, which is called Vanchi Pata, the song, the boat song. Vanchi means boat and Pata means song. So the boat song, and nothing happens in a boat race without the famous Vanchi Pata or the boat song. We go back to the history of the famous boat song, and I would suggest you to actually sort of Google search on or search on YouTube and listen to a couple of these songs, because the kind of beat it has is so wonderful. If you look at the history of the boat songs, the story goes it dates back to 1750s, where the then king of Travancore, Marthandavarma, who was then the king, who was returning by boat after praying at the Vaikum temple near Kottayam. So he was returning back to Travancore or Trivandrum, the present Trivandrum, by boat, and along with him was his courtesan poet Ramapurutha Warrior. So Ramapurutha Warrior then, on the spur of the moment, just came up with a sloka. And he came up with a sloka which was as per the beat or the movement of the oars made by the boatsmen. So according to the movement of the oarsmen, the paddles, the kind of sound they make, as they hit the water. Ramapurutha Warrior, the famous poet that he is, the most skillful poet that he is, he actually came up with a sloka on the spur of the moment, and he sung it for the king.
വൈകുന്നേരത്തെ ബീഫ് ബിരിയാണിയാണ്.
Most interesting part was this sloka was based on what is called Kuchela Vrutam Vanchipata. Kuchela
എന്തുകൊണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾ ഇറച്ചി അവർക്ക് ഉച്ചയ്ക്ക് കൊടുക്കുന്നില്ല? ഇറച്ചി
English
കഴിച്ചു കഴിയുമ്പോൾ
is popularly known as
തുഴച്ചിൽ അത്
Sudama.
ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുണ്ട്.
So the
അതുകൊണ്ട് ഞങ്ങൾ
sloka
ഇറച്ചി
was
കൊടുക്കുന്നത്
based
വൈകുന്നേരമാണ്.
on Sudama
കളി തീർന്നല്ലോ, ഇനിയിപ്പോ സീക്രട്ട് പറയേണ്ട കാര്യമില്ല. ലാസ്റ്റ് കളി ആയതുകൊണ്ട് ഞങ്ങൾ അങ്ങ് തുറന്നു പറയുന്ന, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഞങ്ങൾ ഇത് കുറച്ചൊക്കെ മറച്ചിട്ട് പറയത്തുള്ളൂ. ലാസ്റ്റ് കളിയാണ്
in the heart of heart, Sudama has the hope that his poverty will be alleviated somehow by Lord Krishna. So as the saying goes, Ramavrata warrior who was in dire straits was indirectly alluding to his financial, poor financial situation by singing this song and hoping that Martanda Varma, like Lord Krishna, would be benevolent. And the story has a magnificent ending where it is said, these are all part of folklore. I mean, we really don't know whether it is true or not, but the folklore is very strong that when Ramavrata warrior went home, he found that his dilapidated house was going to be replaced by a new dwelling as ordered by the king. So that is how the famous boat songs came into play. There are many other exponents of the famous boat song. And the wonderful thing about the boat songs of Kerala, the Vanchipata as it is known colloquially, is the fact that it can be sung to many beats. So you can start very slow by saying then go on faster. It goes faster and faster and faster. So that is how the song goes. So it's beautiful and we will sway to it. So the boat races go in tandem with the boat song, and that is something which is again part of the heart and blood of the people who stay alongside the rivers and lakes and backwaters of Kerala. The boat racing season in Kerala, which is now organized as the Champions Boat League by the government of Kerala, this is a unique thing because the government is coming forward to organize a boat league, something like IPL in cricket, and this is coordinated by the tourism department, government of Kerala, with the intention of promoting tourism. The boats are sponsored by various organizations, by boat clubs, even individuals, and as I said, the boat races or the Vallankali in local terms goes very strong into the hearts and minds and blood of the people. That, as per again folklore, we have stories of how people have even mortgaged their homes, splurged money to actually get a boat for their village. If you look at the villages which are by the side of the river, they are called Kara. The Kara is a small area near the bank. So Kara means the bank of the river or the backwaters. So most of the Karas have their own race boat. And it becomes a competition between the various villages or the various Karas. Typically when the Karas are on opposite sides, the land opposite, on the opposite sides of the banks of the river, then it becomes much more heated up in terms of contest. I would even venture to say that it is akin to the IPL, or the India-Pakistan cricket contest kind of thing, where they go to any length to see their boats win. So we are now seeing the lining up of the snake boats for the first heats. The snake boats lining up, magnificent aerial view of the houseboats. The heat number 1 in track number 1 is St. Pius X, which is powered by Niranam Boat Club. The track 1 is on the left of the screen. Track number 2 in the middle, we have Nadu Bhagam snake boat, Nadu Bhagam Chundan, which is powered by UBC Kainagiri, United Boat Club Kainagiri. The third track on the right of the screen, we have Pai Pardon snake boat, Pai Pardon Chundan, which is powered by KBC and SFBC boat clubs. All these boat clubs are coming with a renowned history. They have been participating in boat races in Kerala over the last several decades, even dating back to the 1950s, right from the Nehru boat races started. And we are now looking at the start of the first race here. They're now going into the first race, where in track number 1 we have St. Pius, track number 2 Nadabhagam, track number 3 is Pai Pardon. It seems at the moment that Nadabhagam is having a small edge, a beak's edge I would say, as compared to St. Pius in track number 1. If we look at the oarsmen in the front, The front of the snake boat is very narrow, where you have the single seaters there. They are powering the boat by oaring on both sides of the boat. Look at them, they have switched sides right now. So they do that. They do that several times during the length of this race, which is about 1.25 kilometers. They switch the sides as per the direction of the captain who stands in the middle. The people in the middle of the snake boats, they are seated in twos, and they power the boat where they row on their respective sides. The people in the front of the boat are oarsmen who are capable of rowing on both sides and switching to the left and right of the boat with equal felicity. At the back, you can see the long paddles swirling and making a wonderful arc in the air. It depends on each formation of the boat. We have 5 or 6 people at the back with their long paddles, and they do the steering of the boat. Look at that. They do the steering. It looks like they're doing a simple job. In fact, they are doing the most difficult job. The people at the back and the 6 or 7 oarsmen at the back also, they power the boat. Particularly, it is extremely crucial towards the finishing end of the boat. We have St. Pius 10 powered by Niranam Boat Club in track number 1 on the left of your screen, and Nedabagam Chundan in the middle. They are actually almost neck and neck. In track number 3, we have Pai Padan Chundan, who is at a slight distance behind. The boats in track number 1 and 2 going neck and neck, and look at them going neck and neck. It is basically a case of the power, the coordination coming in. Look at the paddling being done in tandem. It's a magnificent sight to see. Each boat has got 100 to 125 people. This is the first heat in the snake boat race. We have 3 boats. There will be 3 heats, total 9 boats here. And St. Pius 10th is in track number 1, trying to come up. Nadabagam is still holding on in track number 2. In track number 3, Pai Padan Chundan is a bit behind. And let us see how it goes from here on. We're almost, crossed more than halfway the length of the 1.25 kilometers track. And for further commentary to take you till the end, I hand you over to Professor Sherian Alexander.
Thank you, Krishna Umar. This is a very mind-boggling affair, a neck-and-neck encounter for supremacy, and the boats participating in heats number 1 in the stake boat section are St. Pius 10 in the first track, and Nadubhagam in the second track, and Pai Padan Chundan in the third track. And St. Pius 10, it is owned by Niranam Boat Club, and it is the fancy name for the CBL is Backwater Kings, and Nadubagam Chundan, owned by United Boat Club Kainageri, CBL Coast Dometers, and track number 3, Pai Padan Chundan, KCBC and SFBC, and it is owned by Thunder Oars, and KCBC and SFBC. And about Nadubagam, it should be said, yes, see, they are nearing, the ceremony is over, and now they are nearing the finishing point. Nadubagam Chundan, it is the boat in which the footprints of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India, is there. Yes, Nadubagam. Yes, Nadubagam has won in the first hits. In the first heats, outwitting the other 2 boats, that is St. Pius 10th and Pai Padan, Nadubagam has emerged. See a replay. UBC, that is United Boat Club of Kainageri. See, the sturdy oarsmen from Kainageri had owed the Nadubagam Chundan to victory in the first hits. It was a very thrilling encounter. And Nadubagam was owed earlier by Parliamentary Boat Club, and now it is owed by United Boat Club Kainageri, and St. Pius 10 owed by Niranam Boat Club, and Pai Padan Chundan, they are also the boats to be reckoned in the boat races in Kerala. And then in the second heats, the boats participating are Viyapuram Chundan. Viyapuram Chundan in the first track, the Mahadevigad Katil Takkedil owned by Police Boat Club in the second track, and Karichal Chundan, Punnamada Boat Club, they are oaring it. See, all these boats, they are giants in the snake boat races. And you know, Viyapuram Chundan has earned acclaim in recent years by winning several races, including the one at Punnamada, the Nehru Trophy boat race, and Pallathurthi Boat Club is a club which takes many boats. So whatever be the name of the boat, the oarsmen had taken the boats in which they oar to victory. And then Mahadevil Katil Takkedil, owned by Police Boat Club, and you know, Karichal Chundan. Karichal has won several hat-tricks in the Nehru Trophy boat race. It has won the Nehru Trophy, that is the greatest show on water, the greatest water
സിനിമയിലൊക്കെ ഈ വള്ളംകളിയുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് അഭിനയിക്കുകയുണ്ടായി. നേരിട്ട് കാണുമ്പോൾ എങ്ങനെയാണ് തോന്നുന്നത്?
വള്ളംകളി എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് നമ്മുടെ കേരളത്തിന്റെ തനതായ, കേരളത്തിന് മാത്രം അവകാശപ്പെടാൻ പറ്റുന്ന ഒരു കായിക വിനോദമാണ്. ഇത്രയേറെ ആവേശം നൽകുന്ന മറ്റൊരു ഒരു കായിക വിനോദവും ലോകത്ത് തന്നെ ഇല്ല. ഒരു വള്ളത്തിനകത്ത് 80-85 ആൾക്കാരാണ് തുഴയൽക്കാർ. അങ്ങനെ 9 വള്ളങ്ങളുടെ മത്സരം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ലോകത്ത് ഇത്രയും പാർട്ടിസിപ്പൻസ് മത്സരാർത്ഥികളുള്ള വേറൊരു കായിക വിനോദമില്ല.
ഞാൻ ചോദിക്കട്ടെ, ഈ വള്ളത്തിൽ തുഴഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടോ? സംഘം
സിനിമയിൽ ഒരു തുഴച്ചിലുകാരനായിട്ടാണ് ഫ്രണ്ടിലിരുന്ന് കൂളിംഗ് ഗ്ലാസ് വെച്ച് തുഴയുന്നത് ഞാനാണ്. അപ്പൊ അങ്ങനെ വള്ളംകളി മത്സരത്തിന് എനിക്ക് വള്ളം തുഴഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ള ഏക MLA ഞാനായിരിക്കും. അതിനുള്ള ഭാഗ്യം വേറെ ആർക്കും കിട്ടിയിട്ടില്ല. കൊല്ലത്തിനെ സംബന്ധിച്ചിടത്തോളം ഇന്ന് ഇരട്ടി മധുരമാണ്. ഇവിടെ എയർഫോഴ്സിന്റെ ഒരു
Karichal this time is owned by Punnamada Boat Club. Punnamada Boat Club, Karichal. And you know, there will be nearly 85 oarsmen, there will be 5 helmsmen, 9 nilakar, you see, and then 51.25 call long. And it has, the second he says started, Viyapuram Mahadevigad Katil Takkedil Karichal Chundan. Viyapuram in the first track, owned by Pallathurthi Boat Club. And you know, the CBL name is Tropical Titans. And then in track number 2, Mahadevigad Katil Takkedil, owned by Police Boat Club. The CBL name is Raging Lovers. And you know, Karichal Chundan, you see, the owned by Punnamada Boat Club in the third track. And you know, the CBL name is Ripple Breakers. And then, see, various types of boats are there. See, boats made of indigenous materials. The magnificent snake boats, nearly 100 feet long, with nearly 100 oarsmen, and you know, to the smallest size of boats, 18 feet long, which can accommodate only a dozen people are participating. Say, Karichal, Mahadevigad, Viyapuram in the first track, Mahadevigad, Katil Takkedil in the second track, Karichal in the Chundan. Say all, you say Viyapuram and Karichal. Say Viyapuram and Karichal. People who are bit by the boat bug, they are enthusiastically watching this race. PBC Punnamada, that is Pallathurthi Boat Club Punnamada. Says, see, it is a neck. See, if you draw a line, you see, they will be same. You cannot predict in the boat race who will win. There can be upset wins. There can be upset wins. There can be facile wins. Yes. Say, who is mighty? Mighty oarsmen. Delectable show. Where on water on earth can you find such a show? See, nearly 100 men in a boat. Nearly 300 men in 3 boats. See, they are participating in the boat race. Helmsmen, Nilakar, Talakar. Boat song is also part of the boat race. And then, you see, the boats are scooped. See the Chundan, the snake boats. These boats are scooped out of single tree trunks, usually Kadambu or Anjali. The botanical name is Artocarpus hirsuta. A lot of skill, labor, time and money needed for the making of a boat. Chundan Vallam, that is snake boats. They were, as earlier said, used for naval battles in the days of the principalities. But when the princely splendor ended, these 5-ton behemoths became a luxury, if not a liability, and they were used for races. And that is how the races came into being. See, the typical style of oaring by the people of Kutanad and people of Kollam, that is different. So each oar is put into water with immense care. The length of the boat race is more than 1 kilometer, and it is amazing to note that these boats take nearly less than 4 minutes at a time to reach the finishing point. Karichalano, see, where you don't know whether it is Karichal or Viyapuram or Mahadevigad Gadil Kedil. You see, no boat is behind any other boat. It is a very beautiful sight. It's a very beautiful sight. Yes, they have reached the finishing point. It is almost a photo finish, and we are waiting for the official results. So, minimum time. You know about the CBL boat race. It is the time that is to be taken into account, and the points they have scored, that will decide the winner. In the first track, in the second heat, there was Viyapuram Chundan. In the second track, Mahadevigad Katil Takedil. And in the third track, Karichal Chundan. They all have displayed great talents. A lot of skill, labor, manuality, etc. should be there. The boat race is a congregation that radiates energy and charm. No matter whether you are on a snake boat or on the fringe of the lake, the razor-sharp race, the finishing point with a delectable thrust of oars in the deep blue waters, accompanied by boisterous and full-throated crescendo of voices encouraging the team, emerging from the weather-beaten faces assembled on the shores, is breathtaking, and the recollection is always inspiring. The results of the second heat will be officially announced. Now I hand over the mic to Sri Krishna Kumar.
Thank you, Professor Cherian Alexander. We are now about to witness the third heats of the snake boat race. We have 3 snake boats lined up here. In track number 1 is Chambakulam Chundan. Chundan means snake boat, and witness to this are the crowds in abundance on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. It's very warm and sunny out here, and they're enjoying the proceedings to the maximum. A beautiful aerial shot of Ashtamudi Lake, resplendent with palm trees and mangroves and coconut palms swaying. It is a beautiful, serene setting. Magnificent is an understatement here, my friends. And as I keep saying, you should visit. If you have not done so already, you should visit the backwaters of Kerala. You should visit Kerala, which offers a multitude of things for tourism. Now, if you're looking at the third heats, which is about to commence, the 3 boats are lined up there. Chambakulam Chundan is in track number 1. It is powered by Kumaragam Town Boat Club. In track number 2, in the middle, is Aya Parambu Pandi, powered by Vembanad Boat Club. And in track 3, on the right of your screen, is Niranam Chundan, which is powered by NCDC Boat Club. Now, all these boats are sponsored, which means that in track 1, Chambakulam Chundan is branded as Backwater Warriors by the sponsors. In the middle, that is in track 2, Aya Parambu Pandi is branded as Pride Chasers. And in track 3, on the right of your screen, Niranam Chundan is sponsored and branded as Mighty Oars. Now, if you look at the more than 100 people in each of these boats, then I can definitely say that snake boat racing is the biggest team sport in the world. If you look at football, you have 11 people on the field, isn't it? So we are talking about the biggest team sport in the world. And we have more than 100 people in each of these snake boats, a minimum of 100. It's usually 100 plus and limited to 125. So usually we have about 110 to 114 people. Now the condition as per the Champions Boat League is that at least 75%, not less than that, at least 75% of the oarsmen have to be localized. The remaining 25, maximum 25% can be professionals hired from outside, and mostly the people hired are from the states of Manipur and Kashmir, and they are skilled oarsmen, powerful oarsmen who are very good with doing sculls and canoeing and all that. They are sponsored, brought to Kerala where the teams practice together for at least a week. Sometimes it goes on for multiple weeks. At least a week minimum is stipulated, and then the team selection is made. The team selection is made based on the performance in the trials. Physical strength, stamina, mental fitness, mental agility, because it's not just power, mental ability is also there. And look at the start. I mean, look at the aerial shot where the oars are in tandem. The oars are moving in tandem. It's a beautiful sight. And, if you look at in track number 1, we have Chambakklam Chundan. In the middle, we have Ayaparambu Pandi, and in track 3, at the right of your screen, we have Niranam Chundan. These three are competing in the final heats, the third and final heats for the snake boards, and it's a beautiful sight to see them come along, powered by more than 100 oarsmen. It's particularly the people in the middle who do the powering. The people in the front, the 6 or 7 people in the front, row on both sides. They are single seaters. The people in the front, the oarsmen in the front are seated single. They do the rowing on both sides. They flip the oars. If you watch very carefully, you can see them flipping the oars from side to side as per the command of the captain. Look at the pace which being set by the people there standing in the middle. According to the pace set by them, the oarsmen will do the paddling, and it races to a crescendo as we reach the finishing point. The technique is different in the first 500 meters, and it's said that the technique is different in the final lap of the race, which is about 750 meters. So look at the pace being set by the people in the middle. The drum beats are there, and if you look at the front there, the single seaters, the front of the snake boat is at a height of about 4 feet from the water, and it looks like the fight is between the boats in track number 2 and track number 3, neck and neck. Ayaparambu Pandi in the middle, Niranam Chundan on the right of the screen in track number 3. Ayaparambu Pandi powered by Vembanad Boat Club and Niranam Chundan powered by NCDC Boat Club, and they are also trying to finish as quickly as possible, because it is not just that you finish first in the heat, you need to be in the top 3 in terms of your timing, among the 9 boats which are competing in this boat race. Powered forward. The people in the middle, look at the way they're doing. And if you notice, the people sitting in the middle particularly, they are sitting slightly askance in a diagonal. In a dragon boat, they sit straight, but here they are slightly twisted to one side, depending on the side in which they are rowing. If you're looking at the race, as we cross the midpoint, now they're dipping the sides. It's a beautiful sight, and look at the synchronization as they are now powering towards the end of the race, where the fight between Niranam Chundan, which is slightly, I would say, a beak ahead. Ayaparambu Pandi is now trying to catch up. It is a neck-and-neck race between Ayaparambu Pandi in track 2 and Niranam Chundan in track 3. Chambakklam seems to have gone back a bit, probably a few oars lengths behind, but it's a neck-and-neck race. At this point of time, I would not put my money on a particular boat. They flip again, because it is the powering, the steering is done by the people in the middle. The final steering is done by the people at the back. The beats are given by the people at the center. We have more than 110 people in a boat, my friends. It is the biggest team sport in the world, I can tell you. Look at the people by the side. They are there, powering their favorite teams on. And you can hear, I don't know whether the drum beats are coming to you, but the drum beats are reaching out to us, where it is according to the beats that the rowers are rowing, and they're rowing very hard. The rowing is a function of the physical fitness, the shoulder strength, and the paddling technique. And here we are in heat number 3, where we have Ayaparambu Pandi in the center and Niranam Chundan in track 3 going neck and neck. And again, we need to look at the speed at which they are going, and let us see their finishing timings, because finally, if you are looking, and there we have Niranam Chundan finishing just ahead of Ayaparappu Bandi. So the third heat comes to an end. Niranam Chundan has won the third heat. But again, as I said, we need to look at the timing and then decide as we see Niranam Chundan coming in at slow motion.
എന്നവർ ചോദിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ചമ്പക്കുളവും ഫിനിഷിംഗിലൂടെ കടന്നുപോകുന്നു. അങ്ങനെ ആവേശകരമായ ചുണ്ടൻവള്ളങ്ങളുടെ 3 ഭാഗ മത്സരം അവസാനിക്കുകയാണ്. ചാമ്പ്യൻസ് ബോൾ ലീഗ് സീസൺ 3-ലെ 12ാമത്തെ മത്സരവും 9ാമത് പ്രസിഡന്റ്സ് ട്രോഫി ജലോത്സവത്തിലും ആവേശകരമായ ചുണ്ടൻവള്ളങ്ങളുടെ 3 ഭാഗ മത്സരങ്ങൾ അവസാനിക്കുന്നു. ഇനിയും ഇരുട്ടുകുത്തി വള്ളങ്ങളുടെ ആവേശകരമായ പ്രദർശന തുഴച്ചിലാണ്. അതിന്റെ തുടർന്നുള്ള വിവരണത്തിന് ഞാൻ മൈക്ക് ഈ ഹരിപ്പാടിലേക്ക് കൈമാറുകയാണ്.
നന്ദി ശ്രീ ചമ്പക്കുളം ജോഡിയെതിരേറ്റ് ചുണ്ടൻ വള്ളങ്ങളുടെ ആദ്യപാദ മത്സരങ്ങൾ സമാപിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നു. ഇനി ഇരുട്ടുകുത്തി എ ഗ്രേഡ് വള്ളങ്ങളുടെയും ഇരുട്ടുകുത്തി ബി ഗ്രേഡ് വള്ളങ്ങളുടെയും
The event next to commence is Irituguthi B grade. In the first track, register number 7 Jalarani. The captain is Punus Joseph Bengal Puthanveeda, and the club is Angel Boat Club. And in the second track, register number 8 Kurupavaramban. Vishwambaran Naluparayil is the captain. And the boat is owned by Kelamangalam Boat Club. And in the third track, Daniel, number 9, Sajin Thomas is the captain, and it is owned by Brothers Boat Club. And in the third heats, in the snake boat section, you have seen Niranam boat has emerged. And now the event going on is Irituguthi B grade. There are 2 categories in the Irituguthi section, the Irituguthi A grade and Irituguthi B grade. And as told earlier, this is Irituguthi A grade. You see, this is Irituguthi B grade. Jalarani, Kurupavaramban and Daniel. These are the boats participating. You all know that there will not be the tempo which you have seen in the snake boat section, but this also is part of any boat race. Boats of smaller sizes, they are also important in the boat races in Kerala. And then you see Jalarani, Kurupavaramban and Daniel. So there cannot be much of a competition here, but Irituguthi B grade, as told earlier, Iritu means dark and Kuthi means dart. So Irituguthi means darting in the dark. See, you can also call them the fast passengers on water, because they were used as spy boats. See, during the days of principalities, when naval battles were waged, these boats, Irituguthi, accompanied the snake boats, and they gave information, spying. So Jalarani, Kurupavaramban, Daniel, and as told earlier, nearly 100 oarsmen are there in a snake boat, but the number of people participating, or number of oarsmen or rowers participating in Irituguthi B grade is less. They are nearly 30 or 35 in number. And see the size of the boat. See, it is a special type of boat, and they are used at times in earlier days in the villages in Kuttanad for ferrying across, and the lordly or the wealthy people used these boats for their private use and all that. So Irituguti B grade, Jelarani, Kurpuraman and Daniel. But you know, some of these boats were earlier forces to be reckoned with. For example, Daniel had a name in olden days, and now Daniel is owned by Brothers Boat Club. And Brothers Boat Club also had a name in the boat races earlier. See, one boat is a boat length behind the other two boats. And in a KBC, that is Kelamangalam Boat Club that is Kurupuraban is slightly ahead, and then Jelarani and Daniel. You see, it is not a question of winning, but as Pierre de Coubertin, the founder of modern Olympics, said, to participate is the greatest thing. To win is not that much great. So these boats are also participating, and they are showing their might. There is no lethargy, there is no laziness. They are doing their best, but you know, the maneuverability, the speed, the tempo, or you know, the practice they have done is much less than that of the oarsmen in the snake boat section. But this also is an integral part of the snake races in Alappuzha. And you know, tourists from, that is native and foreign tourists, they will be able to know how many different types of boats are there in Kerala and how many different types of boats are participating in boat races. That is the importance of this race. See, even there are helmsmen, and there are oarsmen, and there are singers, and Vanchipattu in Kujale Vratam, say, written by Ramabhara the warrior, that also is part of the boat race. Say, some of the spectators are feeling not that much enthusiastic watching the race in the smaller sections, but they are eagerly waiting for the finals in the Chundan section. That is, they are eagerly waiting to see the final of the finals. But you know, this also is part of the boat races. So even though they are a little impatient, they will wait and see. They will wait and see, because some of the boats are from their karas or hamlets. And you know, these people and some of the spectators represent the karas from which these boats come. So Jelarani means the queen of waters. And then Kurupuvaraban, they come from Kelamangalam near Tagadi in Alappuzha. And then Daniel, see, they come from Haripad, Alappuzha. So the boat clubs participating in this race, they are from Tiruvalla, Kelamangalam, and you know, Haripad. Yes. So only 3 boats are participating in the Irituguti B grade: Jelarani, Kurupuraman and Daniel. And you know, this can be called an exhibition match, and there will also be a finals, and you know, those who win in the finals will bag the trophy. Now I hand over the mic to Mr. Krishnoma.
Thank you, Professor Cherian Alexander. We just witnessed the slow motion of Daniel finishing in the Irituguti B grade heats. As Professor said, there are only 3 dragon boats of the Irituguti B grade variety participating, which means that this, in fact, again will be repeated a few races later as the final, and that is why they went a bit slow here. And you would be wondering why the pace of the rowing was slow. It essentially because they were trying to conserve their energy for the final. And now we have the next race which is coming up, which is Irituguti A grade. Irituguti again is a dragon boat where the 2 sides of the boat look the same, unlike a snake boat. Typically around 40 to 50 feet long. There would be about 45 to 55 people powering the boat. That is the Kollam town, the central part of the Kollam town, behind the waterway terminal, and that is the finishing point. The very quiet and serene place, Kollam, blessed with a lot of backwaters, lakes, mangroves. There is a very famous mangrove park in Kollam town. imagine having that within town, as we witnessed the start of the Irituguthi A grade, where we have 3 boats in the first track. On the left of your screen, closer to the screen, we have Mahmudan, which is powered by Phoenix, and Turtitara in the center, and Moonatakan is there in track 1. In fact, Moonatakan is in track 1, which is powered by Yuvasarathi Boat Club, Turtitara at the center, and Mahmudan on the far end of the screen in track 3. The Irituguthi boats are very, very fast because they can move both sides quickly. Maneuvering is extremely easy because the shape is the same both sides. They're very, very fast, and they were used in warfare, they were used in policing, because as history goes, they were also used to chase and catch smugglers in yesteryears. They used to be camouflaged along the sides of the lake or the river or the waterways, awaiting the smugglers, and then at the signal they would be very swift in chasing the smugglers and catching them. Extremely fast movers on water, where the boat coming in track 1, that is Moonatakan, seems to be slightly ahead. Yuvasarathi Boat Club is powering that. The Irituguthi boats are very, very popular, even in common use among the people in the countryside, because we see them often being used for to support paddy cultivation, coconut cultivation, even in coil making, in fishing. So these are in fact more part of the daily, the cultural heritage of the people who are living by the banks of the lakes and the rivers. We come to the snake boats. Usually after the races are over, then the snake boats are then kept away. They are kept away from water on a platform on land, because they should not be kept on water for a lengthy period of time. But the Irituguthis are more often used by the people during their daily lives. And we have Moonatakan in close-up, going far ahead. And this is the heat. There are only 3 boats. Moonatakan, very close to the camera, is quite ahead of their rivals. This is a heat, but then if you probably feel that they are not putting their full effort into it, it is because it's the heat. There are only 3 of these boats in the heats, which means that all the 3 of them will be in the final. So they're trying to conserve the energy and use that in the final. Very understandable, and we probably hope that they would power their way through. They use their strength and stamina to give us a grand finale when they come back again racing a few races from now. We'll look at the helpsmen at the back. They have long oars which they throw high into the air. They do the steering, and the oars cut a beautiful arc as they do so. Long paddles they have. Moonatakan is still ahead. It is a local boat from Kollam, powered by Yuvasarathi Boat Club, and they're definitely going ahead to the finish, where they have pushed behind Turtitara in lane 2, and Mahmudan is still further behind a bit. Moonatakan still going strong. They probably are getting a psychological advantage over their rivals by showing that this is what the make they have, showing their strength, showing their power, showing their skills, rowing in tandem, maybe at a slightly slower pace than normal, but then psychologically they have the advantage because they're showing what they are capable of. As they go by a beautiful looking houseboat which litter the waterways of Kerala, and here we have Moonatakan going through in the finish very easily. They did that extremely well. Turtitara came in second and Mahmudan came in third. Doesn't make a difference. And here we have the slow motion of Moon Tekken coming in. Well done. For now, we'll see you powering more faster when you meet in the final. Let me hand over the mic to Professor Cherian Alexander.
കേരളത്തിലെമ്പാടുമുള്ള എല്ലാ വള്ളംകളികളിലും ജഡ്ജിംഗ് കമ്മിറ്റി ആയാലും സംഘാടക സമിതിയിലായാലും കുറുപ്പിയേട്ടന്റെ പങ്ക് വളരെ നിർണായകമാണ്. വളരെ സ്വാധീനമുള്ള ഒരാളാണ്. പ്രത്യേകിച്ചും വള്ളംകളിയായിട്ട് ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് ഈ ഒരു കുട്ടനാട്ടുകാരുടെ ഒരു ആവേശം ഈ അഷ്ടമുടിയിൽ എത്തി നിൽക്കുമ്പോൾ എങ്ങനെ കാണുന്നു ഈ പ്രസിഡൻസ് ട്രോഫിയും അതുപോലെ തന്നെയുള്ള CBL ഫൈനൽ മത്സരം?
CBL ഒരു പ്രൊഫഷണൽ മത്സരമാണ്. മറ്റു വള്ളംകളികളിൽ നിന്ന് വ്യത്യസ്തമായി ഈ ലോകത്തിന് മുമ്പിൽ കേരളത്തിന്റെ തനതായ ഒരു മത്സര ഇനമെന്ന് പറയാൻ നമുക്ക് മാത്രം അവകാശപ്പെട്ടത് വള്ളംകളി മാത്രമാണ്. അത് നമ്മളെ പ്രൊഫഷണലായി ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു ലീഗ് അടിസ്ഥാനത്തിൽ നടത്താൻ ഗവൺമെന്റ് 2019 ആരംഭിക്കുകയും അത് ഇപ്പം 21-ലും 22-ലും നമ്മൾ നടത്തുകയും ചെയ്തു. അങ്ങനെ ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മളിത് 3ാമത് എഡിഷനാണ് ചാമ്പ്യൻസ് ബോട്ട് ലീഗ് നടത്തുന്നത്. ചാമ്പ്യൻസ് ബോട്ട് ലീഗിൽ യഥാർത്ഥത്തിൽ ഒരു നാഷണൽ ഇൻ്റഗ്രേഷനാണ് നടക്കുന്നത്. കാശ്മീർ മുതൽ കന്യാകുമാരി വരെയുള്ള തുഴച്ചിൽക്കാർ ഇതിൽ തുഴയുന്നു എന്നതാണ് ഈ ബോട്ട് ലീഗിൻ്റെ ഏറ്റവും വലിയ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻസ്. നമ്മുടെ കൂട്ടത്ത് നോർത്ത് ഈസ്റ്റുകാരുണ്ട്, നോർത്ത് ഇന്ത്യക്കാരുണ്ട്, മലയാളികളുണ്ട്, തമിഴരുണ്ട്, തെലുങ്കരുണ്ട്, ആന്ധ്രാപ്രദേശുകാരുണ്ട്, ഒറീസക്കാരുണ്ട്. വേണ്ട, ഇന്ത്യ ഒട്ടാകെയുള്ള ഇന്ത്യയുടെ ഒരു പരിച്ഛേദമാണ് ഇപ്പോൾ ഈ കായലിൽ കാണുന്നത്. 1000-ഓളം തുഴച്ചിൽക്കാർ പങ്കെടുക്കുന്ന വളരെ പ്രൊഫഷണലായി നടക്കുന്ന ഗവൺമെന്റ് 12 കോടി രൂപ സംസ്ഥാന ഗവൺമെന്റ് ചെലവഴിച്ച് ലീഗ് അടിസ്ഥാനത്തിൽ 12 വേദികളിലായി നടക്കുന്ന അതിഗംഭീരമായ ഒരു മത്സരമാണ് CBL. തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും ഒട്ടും മോശമല്ല. അഷ്ടമുടിയേക്കാൾ ആവേശമുള്ള ജനസാന്നിധ്യമുള്ള മത്സരങ്ങളാണ് ഇതിനു മുമ്പ് നടന്നതൊക്കെ. തുടങ്ങിയപ്പോൾ തന്നെ ആലപ്പുഴയിൽ ആരംഭിച്ച് കൊല്ലത്ത് പ്രസിഡൻസ് ട്രോഫിയോടെ അവസാനിക്കണം എന്നായിരുന്നു ഗവൺമെന്റ് തീരുമാനം. അതനുസരിച്ച് ഇപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ ഈ വർഷം ഇത് ഡിസംബറിലായിപ്പോയി. നമ്മൾ നവംബറിൽ അവസാനിപ്പിക്കേണ്ടതാണ്. മറ്റു ചില സർക്കാർ പരിപാടികളും ഒക്കെ വന്നു ലേറ്റായെങ്കിലും ആവേശത്തിന് ഒരു കുറവുമില്ല. മത്സരങ്ങൾ ഇപ്പൊ കണ്ടതുപോലെ തന്നെ അതിസൂക്ഷ്മമായി വളരെ മൈക്രോ സെക്കൻഡുകൾ, 100-ലൊന്ന് മൈക്രോ സെക്കൻഡുകളുടെ വ്യത്യാസത്തിൽ
go wild, and the snake boat race is the largest team sport. It is often repeated in the whole world, and the teams participating in CBL this year are Tropical Titans, owned by Pallathurthi Boat Club, that is Viyapuram Boat, and then Dominators, that is United Boat Clubs Nadubagam Chundan, then Ranging Rovers, that is Kerala Boat Clubs Mahadevigad Karthikeyathil, then Mighty Oars, that is LCDC Boat Club, Odin Niranam Chundan, then Ripple Breakers Punnamada Boat Club, they Odin Karichal Chundan, then Backwater Warriors, that is Town Boat Club, they Odin Chambakulam Chundan, then Backwater Kings, that is owned by Niranam Boat Club, the boat is St. Pius Chundan, then Thunder Roads CBL Club, KBC or SFBC, they owned in Paipada Chundan, then you see Vembanad Boat Club, that is Ayaparambu Mandi Chundan, the fancy name is Pride Changers, and then you have seen that the Air Force Southern Commanding Chief Air Marshal Balakrishnan Manikandan was there to witness this, and you know it is the 9th edition of the President's Trophy and the 3rd edition of the CBL finals are being held. And the CBL boat race, as told earlier, began this year with the Nehru Trophy boat race at Alappuzha and covered with races in 12 places. And then all eyes are now on the grand finale and the ultimate prize. After a long and hard-fought battle, the 9 teams in the CBL season, 3 are geared up for the President's Trophy, and that will be held here at Kollam. See, it is interval and some display is going on. Country, as often mentioned, as the blessings of broad sheets of water spread over vast stretches. It is interval time. and some sort of entertainment is going on water. The beats of drums have been. And then Kerala, well known for its enigmatic backwaters and serenity of nature, is beautifully carved with alluring western ghats extending from 500 to 2000 meters in the east, Arabian Sea in the west, and a network of 44 rivers deservedly named Kerala the God's own country. Sparkling rivulets, smiling paddy fields, exotic hill stations, vivacious seashores, rejuvenating Ayurvedic spas, tranquil houseboat trips, famous snakeboat races. The list moves on, making Kerala the all-in-one aesthetic package. Kerala, the snakeboat race fame, comes with a fine of snakeboats. See, there are lines of snakeboards and they are all ready for the most happening race stretching from the month of August to now December. Built with specifications in the Saptaya Veda, the ancient thesis on building of wooden boats. Snake boats are usually 100 to 138 feet in length, and its resemblance to the hood raised snake easily helped you get its name, snake boat or Chundan Vallam. Some of the famous boat races held in Kerala are Chambakulam Moolam boat race, Aramula Uttaradi Vallangali, Paipad Jalolsavam, Nehru Trophy boat race, bringing together a mixture of excitement, fun, music, team spirit and vibrant energy, not only for Keralites but for people around the world. A snake boat normally has about 10 singers and over 85 oarsmen to cheer and lead their boats to finishing point. A gust of people from all over the state gather on water edge to applaud and cheer up the spirits of oarsmen of their favorite boats. The race following the myth ethos is followed with great pomp, with pleasure, refreshing people from the daily chores.
Right now we have the cultural show going on. This will be till 4:30, and then we have the finals for all the races coming up. So at 4:30 we have the final of the ladies dragon boats, followed by the small dragon boat Irituguti B grade, which will be at 4:35 p.m. and then Irituguti A grade dragon boats, which are larger than the B grade Iritugutis, they will come up in the final at 4:40. And then we have 3 races involving the snake boats, and that is what the multitude of spectators are looking forward to. We have the losers first final, then the losers second final, and the grand finale where the snake boats will power through the water to take the President's Trophy, and that will be the grand finale, the final race of the day, which will happen. So we have an interval where the cultural show is going on, and what you're witnessing is Chendamelam. Chenda is a cylindrical percussion instrument, which is again a part of Kerala's culture and rich history and heritage. Chendamelam is part of every festivity which happens in Kerala. You must have heard about the famous Onam festival, which happens every year during our harvest season. We have week-long celebration in Kerala. That is the peak tourist season. And you will hear Chandamelams everywhere. You would also have seen glimpses of Thrissur Puram on television for people who have been fortunate to witness it live with more than 100 elephants lined up, facing each other, where they exchange, the people on top of the elephants, they exchange colorful umbrellas matching each other. This is a competition. There again you have the Chandamelams. And look at the beat. The beats can be ranging from very, very slow. They do it very slow as they're doing right now. Suddenly they actually increase the beat and take it to a crescent. Look at it. There are pauses in between, along with the chendas, the cylindrical percussion instruments that they are, the magnificent instruments that they are. It is accompanied by the cymbals, and then you have the trumpets. So when the beats get faster and louder, it reaches a magnificent crescendo. And you will see the people then with their arms in the air, their fingers twisting to the beats of the drums as you can. And I'm sure that, even if you're watching this telecast sitting on your cozy armchair, you would possibly be tapping your feet listening to the drum beats which are happening. At the same time, we have the jet ski which is there, which is again a power pack jet ski. So the packs power the person and takes him above the level of the water. You have the normal jet skis which are on water, and then the packed jet skis. So that again is a sight to behold. Listen to the drum beat. The drum beats are still going on and keeping the spectators extremely entertained. We are during a break in the racing proceedings. Meanwhile, we have got the results of the first 3 heats of the snake boat race. And they will be again be touching waters in the final 3 races of the day. We will have the first losers final, which will involve the 3 boats which finished 7th, 8th and 9th as per their timing today. And that will be Niranam snake boat, Niranam Chundan, which finished 7th as per timing. So the first losers final will involve Niranam Chundan, Aya Parambupandi snake boat and Chambakulam Chundan. Those will be the 3 boats which will line up in the first losers final, which will come up later in the day. And that race will be followed by the second losers final, which will involve the 3 boats which finished 4th, 5th and 6th in the heats today in terms of the time taken to cover the 1,250 meters of track length, starting from Tevalli Palace and ending at the houseboat terminal, which is the finishing point for the race today. Those 3 boats in the losers second final, which finished 4th, 5th and 6th in the heats, are Nadubhagam Chundan, which finished 4th. I need to come back and talk about Nadubhagam a bit more. We have St. Pius 10th, which finished 5th, and Pai Padan Chundan, which finished 6th. Pai Padan and Nadubhagam come with a great legacy dating back to the early 50s. In fact, 2 pertinent things to say about Nadubhagam Chundan. Nadubhagam is part of the Vallamkali or the boat race folklore of Kerala, because as the story goes, in 1952, when the then Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru visited Kuttanad, the backwaters, there was a boat race, exhibition boat race, which was organized for him. And witnessing that, Pandit Nehru got so excited that he jumped onto a snake boat, and that snake boat happened to be Nadubhagam Chundan.
വലിയൊരു ആവേശമാണ് നമ്മുടെ കാണികളുടെ നമുക്ക് കാണാൻ സാധിക്കുന്നത്. തദ്ദേശീയരും വിദേശീയരുമായിട്ടുള്ള ഒട്ടേറെ പേരാണ് നമ്മോടൊപ്പം ഈ കളി കാണാൻ ഇവിടെ എത്തിയിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഈ ഒരു ആവേശത്തെക്കുറിച്ച് നമുക്ക് അവരോട് തന്നെ ചോദിച്ചറിയാം. എങ്ങനെയുണ്ട് ഈ അഷ്ടമുടിയുടെ ഒരു ആവേശം?
നല്ല ആവേശമുള്ള നല്ല ഒരു പരിപാടിയായിരുന്നു. കൊല്ലത്തിൻ്റെ തനിമ തെളിയിക്കുന്ന നല്ല ആവേശം ഉൾക്കൊള്ളുന്ന നല്ല പരിപാടിയാണ് നടന്നത്.
കൊല്ലത്തിന്റെ ജലോത്സവം കൂടുതൽ മെച്ചപ്പെടേണ്ട കാര്യം അങ്ങനെ എന്തെങ്കിലും നിർദ്ദേശങ്ങളുണ്ട്?
തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും കൊല്ലത്തിൻ്റെ ഈ ജലോത്സവം വളരെ മെച്ചപ്പെട്ട രീതിയിൽ കലാപരിപാടികളും എല്ലാം ഉൾക്കൊള്ളിച്ച് വളരെ മെച്ചപ്പെട്ട രീതിയിൽ നടത്തണം. ആളുകളുടെ ഇടവേളകളിൽ നല്ല തരത്തിലുള്ള കലാപരിപാടികളിലൂടെ നടത്തിയാൽ നല്ലൊരു പരിപാടിയായി ഇതിനെ മാറ്റാൻ കഴിയും.
ഈ വള്ളംകളി മത്സരം എങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു?
വളരെ ഗംഭീരമായിട്ടുള്ള മത്സരമായിരുന്നു. കൊല്ലം നഗരത്തെ പ്രകമ്പനം കൊള്ളിക്കുന്ന രീതിയിലുള്ള വളരെ ആവേശജനകമായിട്ടുള്ള മത്സരമാണ് നടന്നത്. വളരെ വളരെ മനോഹരമായിരുന്നു. എല്ലാവർക്കും വളരെ ആവേശം നിറഞ്ഞ ഒരു വളരെ വലിയ മത്സരം തന്നെയായിരുന്നു നടന്നത്. വളരെ വലിയൊരു അനുഭൂതിയാണ് ഉണ്ടായത്.
തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും വരുന്നവരടക്കം ഒട്ടേറെ പേരാണ് ഇവിടെ വന്നിരിക്കുന്നത്. എങ്ങനെയുണ്ട് ഈ ആവേശ മത്സരം?
നല്ല മത്സരമാണ്. നല്ല വള്ളംകളിയാണ്. പ്രതിഭാ പട്ടേല് ഉദ്ഘാടനം ചെയ്ത സമയം മുതൽ ഞാൻ കാണാൻ വരും. എല്ലാ വർഷവും കാണാൻ വരും. കണ്ടില്ലെങ്കിൽ എനിക്ക് ഭയങ്കര നഷ്ടബോധമാണ്.
ആവേശം അങ്ങനെ അതിന്റെ ഉച്ചസ്ഥായിൽ എത്തിയിരിക്കുകയാണ്. ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾക്കിവിടെ കാണുന്നത് പോലെ തന്നെ നല്ല സംഗീത പരിപാടി ആസ്വദിക്കാനാണ് ഇവിടെ എത്തിയിരിക്കുന്നത്. അതോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ വിദേശികൾ അടക്കമുള്ളവരും എത്തിച്ചേർന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. എന്തായാലും ചാമ്പ്യൻസ് ബോട്ട് ലീഗിന്റെ ഫൈനൽ മത്സരം അല്പസമയത്തിനകം നടക്കും. ഹീറ്റ്സ് മത്സരങ്ങൾ പൂർത്തിയായി. ചെറുവള്ളങ്ങളുടെ ആദ്യ ഹീറ്റ്സ് മത്സരങ്ങൾ പൂർത്തിയായി. ഫൈനൽ മത്സരത്തിന് എല്ലാവരും കാത്തിരിക്കുകയാണ്. ഏതാണ്ട് 5 മണിയോടെ തന്നെയാണ് ഫൈനൽ മത്സരങ്ങൾ നടക്കുമെന്നാണ് പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കുന്നത്. ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ ഈ ഒരു ജലോത്സവത്തിൽ ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ ആകർഷണമായത് തന്നെ എയർഫോഴ്സ് അവതരിപ്പിച്ച എയർ ഷോയാണ്. അത് കണ്ട് ആൾക്കാർ ഇങ്ങനെ അഭിമാനം കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. നമ്മുടെ ഭാരതീയ സൈന്യത്തിന്റെ ആ ഒരു മാസ്മരിക പ്രകടനം കണ്ടിങ്ങനെ ആവേശം കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. അതോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ ഓളപ്പരമ്പിലെ ഒളിമ്പിക്സ് എന്ന് വിശേഷിക്കപ്പെടുന്ന ഈ അഷ്ടമുടിയുടെ ഈ പ്രസിഡന്റ് ട്രോഫി ജലോത്സവം വരുംകാലങ്ങളിൽ കൂടുതൽ മെച്ചപ്പെടാനുള്ള നിർദ്ദേശങ്ങളുമൊക്കെ നമ്മുടെ ജനപ്രതിനിധികളുമൊക്കെ പങ്കുവയ്ക്കുകയുണ്ടായി. എന്തായാലും മഴ അല്പം പെയ്യുമോ എന്നുള്ളൊരു ആശങ്കയുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. എന്നാൽ മഴമേഘങ്ങളെല്ലാം മാറ്റി നിർത്തിക്കൊണ്ട് ഈ ദേശികനാടിന്റെ ഈ കായിക മഹോത്സവം അതിന്റെ അവസാന ഘട്ടത്തിലേക്ക് നീങ്ങുകയാണ്. ഇപ്പോൾ സംഗീത മേള നടക്കുകയാണ്. അതിനുശേഷം ഇതിലുള്ള ലൂസേഴ്സ് ഫൈനലും മറ്റു മത്സരങ്ങളും നടക്കും. മറ്റു ദൃശ്യങ്ങളിലേക്ക് പോകാം.
What you're seeing is a park in Kollam town, which is lined by mangrove trees, and this is the vast expanse of the central part of Kollam town. We have the power jet ski still in operation to keep the spectators enthralled. I was talking about Nadubhagam Chundan when I took a break earlier. We're talking about Nadubhagam, which was the boat on which Pandit Nehru took a ride way back in 1952, and he was so enthused by the exhibition boat race that he witnessed that when he went back to Delhi, he made arrangements for a trophy to be made in the shape of a snake boat in silver mounted on a pedestal, and he sent it back to the organizers of that exhibition boat race, and the organizers were so thrilled that they decided to conduct this as an annual boat race, an annual competition, and thus was born the Nehru boat race. And it's part of the legacy of the waterways of Kerala. Over the last few years, the government of Kerala then decided to develop on it, because apart from the Nehru Trophy boat race, there were other boat races which were happening in different districts of Kerala, across the district of Kollam, in Pathanamthitta, nearby district of Alleppey, and even in Ernakulam, and also further north in Trichy. So the government of Kerala, specifically the Department of Tourism, then decided to coordinate all these boat races. They now have lined up 13 of the boat races, one after the other, starting with the Nehru boat race during the second Saturday of August. That is when the Nehru boat race is usually held. So if you want to come and take a look, that is the biggest boat race which is being held every year in Kerala. Mark your calendar, that is the second Saturday in August. Usually there are about 18 to 20 snake boats which take part in Nehru boat race, and the top 9 of them which finish in the top 9 in terms of timings, they then go on to participate or get an entry into the President's Trophy boat race next year. So the 9 snake boats which are participating in the President's Trophy boat race here in Kollam town are the top 9 boats which finished in that order in the Nehru Trophy boat race last year. And starting with the Nehru Trophy boat race during the second Saturday of August, we have another 11 more boat races which have come to a completion this year. So 12 races are over. This is the 13th and the final race. So the CBL is based on the 13 boat races, and the top team is awarded a trophy for the boat for the Champions Boat League, which is modeled on the league of cricket, or Kabaddi as you will. So the team right now which is leading is Viyapuram Chundan with 106 points garnered over the past 12 races, and it seems that Viyapuram is going to go unchallenged, because Viyapuram Chundan has come first in the heats again today. They've already won 6 races this season out of the 12 which has happened so far. They have 106 points. They're definitely going to finish in the top 3 today. The team which finishes on top will get 10 points. The second team will get 9. The third will get 8. So Viyapuram will get at least 8 points today, which will take them to at least 114, maximum 116 points, which means that they're unquestionably going to become the winners of the Champions Boat League this year. But again, this is a part of the competition. This is for the President's Trophy, and here we have 3 boats which are going to make the grand finale. The boats which finish first, second, and third in the heats. The first boat, the boat which powered in first during the heats, was not surprisingly everybody's favorite, Viyapuram Chundan. Viyapuram Chundan has been a standout performer during the Champions Boat League this year. They have already, as I said, won 6 races this year. So Viyapuram Chundan came first. They are going to be in the final. Up against them will be the boats which came second and third. The boat which came second is the famous Mahadevikad Katil Tekkedil, which won the Champions Boat League last year. They won the Champions Boat League by a huge margin last year, but right now they are lying third in the Champions Boat League. And then competing in the final will be Karichal Chundan. Karichal comes with a rich history. So these are the 3 boats: Viyapuram Chundan, Mahadevikad Katil Tekkedil, and Karichal Chundan, which will compete in the grand finale today. So let me hand over the mic to my colleague, Professor Cherian Alexander, to take you forward.
Thank you, Mr. Krishnoma. As told by my friend, we will have a snake boat finals track still. And in the first losers final in track number 1, Niranam Chundan will be there. In the second track, Ayaparabu Vandi, and in the third track, Chambakulan Chundan. And in the losers final, in the first track, Nadubagan Chundan is there, and in the second track, Paipadan Chundan will be there, and in the third track, St. Pius the 10th will be there. And then, you see, the much awaited finals, the final of the finals will be there, and the boat vying for title in the final race are Karichal Chundan in the first track, Viyapuram Chundan in the second track, and Mahadevi Katil Takedil in the third track. And in the second losers, in the losers final, it should be remembered that the losers final is not actually the losers final. They have lost in the heats by fraction of a second or so, and they are also showing their might, and it will also have the tempo of all the finals. And as told by my friend Nadubagan Chundan, it should be remembered that Nadubagan Chundan has scored a place in the history, in the annals of Kerala history. Nadubagan Chundan is there because it was on December 22nd, 1952, the then Prime Minister of India visited Kerala, then the Travancore Cochin, and it was on December 22nd, 1952, the unbreakable bond between the then Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru at the boat race in Alappuzha was formed. Nehru arrived at Alappuzha via water transport from Kottayam. Everyone in Kuttanad and Alappuzha were excited on his visit. As part of the welcome ceremony, many large and small boats were rallied at the Punnambada backwaters, and a boat race was also held then.
Thanks for having me here.
Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was accompanied by Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi, and Sanjay Gandhi. The winner of the boat race that day was Nadubagan Chundan, violating all security norms. An excited Nehru jumped onto the Nadubagam snake boat. Elated rowers welcomed him with cheers and shouts.
UK, London.
They rowed the boat from Punnambada backwaters to Alappuzha boat jetty. Even after reaching Delhi, the thrill of the boat race was afresh in Nehru's memory. He sent a silver trophy with his signature for the boat race. It was first named the Prime Minister's Trophy, and after Nehru's demise, the Prime Minister's Trophy was renamed as Nehru Trophy Boat Race to honor Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Usually, the Nehru Trophy boat race is held on the second Saturday of August every year. It is the most competitive and popular of all boat races. The boat race draws a massive crowd everywhere. And come Onam, and it is the season for boat races in Kerala. And the area comes to life with the ceremonial water processions and beautiful water floats. The boat race is an art form in itself. Kerala is known for its stunning natural beauty. The serenity of its marvelous backwaters attracts many tourists. The snake boat races of Kerala have been a prominent feature on the state, and it's a matter of pride for everyone. Kerala is also known for its communal harmony. Every year, the monsoon season in Kerala comes alive with the festivity of spirit as the state celebrates the harvest festival of Onam and the colorful boat races. Snake boats are long canoe type boats. Snake boats are about 100 to 120 feet long and can easily accommodate up to 100 oarsmen on them. During the race, the rowers bring down their oars in perfect harmony and systematically progressive. The boat races towards the finishing point, and there are chanters and drummers on the boat as well, and they sing songs. They also beat the drums in the frenzy to cheer the oarsmen and put them in high spirits. It takes about 4 minutes for a boat to reach the victory line or a watery track that is more than 1 kilometer in length. Skilled rowers have a thorough knowledge of water current and the different aspects of boat racing. The most important aspect of these races is the teamwork. A mistake in coordination or an aspect of negligence, even by a single member on board, is a loss to the race. The boat race season brings out a joyful atmosphere of friendliness, camaraderie, and a feeling of mutual brotherhood and understanding among the people of various communities. The boat races perform the all-important task of instilling a sense of pride, patriotism, determination, and teamwork in individual cases. And then you say there are also competitions in the smaller boat races. And the Nehru Trophy boat race is called Kutanad's Olympics on water. And the Nehru Trophy is a silver replica of the snake boat, engraved with the signature of Pandit Nehru. It is written to the winners of the boat race, which is a symbol of communal harmony in the erstwhile state of Travancore. And it is Tekkanodi women. It is Tekkanodi women section. Tekkanodi women section, and 3 boats are there. Say Katil Tekkedil, Devas and Saradi. These are the boats participating. Number 5 Devas, number 6 Saradi, and number 4 Katil Tekkedil. Katil Tekkedil is owned by Sangeeta Boat Club, and Shani Mall is the captain. And Devas, there is a snake boat also, but here it is Tekkanodi Vanida section. And Saradi is also a force to reckon with. And Saradi. See, 2 boats are vying with each other. The 3rd boat is far behind. And then you see, the teams are from Kutanad. See, Katil Tekkedil, Sangeeta Boat Club, MT Ward, Alapura. Devas is from Cheguvara Boat Club, Alapi. And Saradi is also from Trikundapura, Alapura. So, it should be remembered that in the snake boat races, the style of oaring will be different for the Kutanad oarsmen and also the oarsmen from Kochi or Kollam. You see, that is the difference. But here, you see, it is not as told earlier, women, the sturdy women paddlers. Some of them are from Kutanad and some of them are from Kollam. But they show their might. You see, they show their sportsman spirit and they will not lag behind. See, Katil Tekkedil, Devas and Saradi. Number 5. Number 5 is Devas. Yes, Town Boat Club. Town Boat Club is ahead. Now Devas boat is slightly ahead. Yes, Saradi. Saradi is number 6. Saradi is number 6. Saradi is owned by Kerakekara Vadakku Valiyavarambhu Trikundapura Club, and the captain is Maya. See, she is doing their might. All might is put by the women of Kutanad in Ashtamudi Lake, Kollam, to take their boat to the finishing point. And Tekkanodi is for the native and foreign tourists. They will understand that the boat race is not only meant for men, it is also meant for women. And in other boat races, especially the Nehru Trophy boat race, there are also races for the students in the student section also. And Tekkanodi Vanida, that is a boat which is often seen in Kutanad and its territories. These boats, that is Tekkanodi Vanida, they don't have the speed or maneuverability, or the paddlers, they don't have the strength to oar it, because it is a bit heavy, though it looks small. You see, Tekkanodi Vanida is a heavy boat, but boats of all categories are there. Then only the boat race becomes a thrilling affair. See, snake boats are there, Tekkanodi is there, then Hodi is there, Irtuguti is there, then Veppu grade 1, Veppu grade 2 are also there, and all these boats were part of the races. And now we can definitely say which boat is ahead. The boat. Saradi is slightly ahead, the other boats are boat length behind. So anyway, the boat, then that is, I think it is Sarathi which is nearing the finishing point. And you know, the time reckoned will be much more than the time taken by the snake boats. Anyway, the endeavor of the women should really be appreciated, because they have come all the way from Alapura district, that is from what you call MD Ward Alapura, then Cheguvara Boat Club, they also from Alapura, then what you call Sarathi from Trikundapura. All these women have come here to take part in the President's Trophy boat race at Ashtamudi Lake, Kollam. Yes, one boat has finished first. The other boats are far behind. Now I hand over the mic to Sri Krishna Umar.
We just saw Davis finishing in the competition for the ladies. Davis was an unquestionable winner because they powered their way right from the start. They had the edge right from the start and they finished well ahead. Now Sarathi is slowly coming in. They know that they were beaten by a better team. So that was the Tekken OD Vallam. It's called OD Vallam OD boats, which is again a dragon boat variety. We have different types of dragon boats. The dragon boats look the same from the front and the back. And here we are now lining up for the next dragon boat race, which is the Iruttukuthi B grade. And this is going to definitely be a final which will be worth waiting for, because we saw these three boats earlier, Jalarani, Kuruppu Paramban and Daniel doing a stint earlier. They did not put in their full power because they knew that that was the heats, only three boats in action. But now here we are finding these boats again in the final, and now they're definitely going to power their way through. In track number 1 is Jalarani, closer to the screen. It is powered by Angel Boat Club. In the center, in track number 2 is Kuruppu Paramban, which is powered by Kelamangalam Boat Club. Daniel is at the far end of the screen in lane 3. Daniel is powered by Brothers Boat Club Alapi. So Iruttukuthi B grade, which is the smaller of the Iruttukuthi boats. The boats have the same shape, the front and the back. We also saw Iruttukuthi A grade earlier. That's going to be the final coming up next. The Iruttukuthi A grade and B grade are differentiated just by the length of the boats and also differentiated by the number of people that the boats can accommodate. Here, the Iruttukuthi B grade boats are smaller and they can accommodate somewhere in the region of about 25 to 30 people. So usually these boats keep powered in the direction in which they're moving, because the boats, Iruttukuthi variety, do not have the kind of maneuverability that the other boats have. They're very swift. And they were used in yesteryears to support the snake boats in warfare. We are talking about years ranging from about 100 to about 400 years ago. And they were also used for policing, where they used to lie in waiting in the shades of the sides of the lakes and catch hold of smugglers. As we see the start of the Iruttukuthi B grade boat race, the boat powered by KBC in lane 1, which is in lane 1, Jalrani is going slightly ahead. Daniel is in lane 3. Jalarani in lane 1, Kuruppu Paramban in lane 2. There seems to be a change in the tracks. Kuruppu Paramban is in track 1, Jalarani is in track 2, and Daniel is in track 3. The Kuruppu Paramban is powered by Kelamangalam Boat Club. And now you can see that by the sides of the lake there are people lined up, even in the boats which are going for the next finale, the Irituguti A grade. They're also there on the screen. They're going to the starting point to take up their position. As we see the boat in track 3, Daniel competing very hard with Jalarani in track 2. These two boats going neck and neck. The two helmsmen at the back with their long paddles do the steering. And in the front we have the powerman, because the person on the front is capable of rowing on both sides. So see, the two people on the front have just switched their sides. Okay, so that is Daniel. The two people in the front, they are oarsmen who are capable of switching sides at the command of the captain. And then we have the rest of the oarsmen sitting in twos, and they oar on their respective sides, and they offer the power to the boat as we reach the halfway stage, where Jalarani is coming close second at this point of time, and Kuruppu Paramban in track 1 seems to have fallen quite a bit behind, at least a boat length behind. Still, Daniel is coming forward strongly. Daniel is powered by Brothers Boat Club from Alleppey, going neck and neck with Jalarani. Jalarani is number 7, Daniel is number 9. They are going neck and neck. This is a view from the side, so that is slightly misleading. But if you look at the straight view, they're going neck and neck, as you can right now see. And Kuruppu Paramban is trying to come up. KBC, you can see, is there on the sides of the boat, where it is boat number 8 coming through in track number 1. They're slightly behind, but they've really caught up. They were actually a boat length behind. Now they're catching up. Jalarani seems to be slightly getting the edge on Daniel. Jalarani in the center, slightly ahead. We need to really see whether they can hold on. KBC also giving stiff competition now at the final stages. KBC with Karu Paramban in track 1 really coming up. Now the three boats are almost going neck and neck. And this is exciting competition really. It seemed that Daniel initially was running away with the race, but that is not the case right now. Almost neck and neck with Jalarani in the center in track 2, as we are now reaching the final stages of the race. And you can see the people at the helm sometimes not paddling, because they understand that the direction is going smooth, so that is why they're not trying to steer. Now if you see in track 3, there's a person who's paddling a couple of times just to provide the steering, and then again he's standing still. So they are critical to the movement of the boat, because they are the people who are giving direction. They are the people who are steering the boat in the right way, so that the people in the middle can power their way through. They have to keep the direction, steadiness of the boat, and it's all a question of stamina, power, strength, and coordination. As we come through to the final stage or the final length of the race, we still have Daniel in track 3. Daniel, number 9. Daniel is still ahead, slightly ahead of Jalarani in track 2. Daniel, number 9, still slightly ahead. Daniel still holding on. Daniel started off very well. Then they saw Jalarani catching up in between. They are going through now. They have won this Irituguti B grade race, and Jalarani coming in third. Kuruppu Paramban managed to beat Jalarani. Kuruppu Paramban came in second in track 1. They did well. And here is the slow motion replay. Daniel finishing first. The slow motion coming in. Beautiful slow motion of Daniel, and the words on the air, the victory celebration, and they deserve it. Wonderfully done. KBC coming in second in track number 1. That is Kuruppaparamban. They came through in the second half of the race, beating Jalarani because Kuruppaparamban was far behind. They managed to overtake Jalarani and finish second. Positions are important because the teams are in competition. They're owned by sponsors. They're owned by karas, or the land lying adjacent to the lakes or the backwaters. There is stiff competition which is coming in. So that is over, and now the next competition which is going to come in is the Iritugutti A grade, which is coming in. There are 3 Iritugutti A grade boats. In track 1 is Moon Tekken. Moon Tekken is powered by Yuva Sarathi Boat Club, which is a local boat club from Kollam. In track 2, we have Turtitara, which is powered by Kandamkani Boat Club, and in track 3 we have Mamudan, which is powered by Phoenix, which is from Mando Turta. As A grade competition hearts up, let me hand you over to my colleague Professor Cherian Alexander to take you forward.
Thank you, Krishna. Now the event going on is in the small boat section, Iritugutti A grade heats and final track list. CBL Kollam, Moonu Daikal in the first track, Turtitara in the second track, and Mamudan in the third track. Yes. Moonu Daikal is owned by Vadakundala Kollam Yuva Sarathi Boat Club, and Turtitara is owned by Kidapram Kandrangani Boat Club Pattandurathu, and Mamudan is owned by Nenmeni Mandro to Phoenix Mandro. So Iritugutti A grade finals. In track number 1, Moonu Daikal, and in the second track Turtitara, and in the third track Mamudan. This is the finals in the Iritugutti A grade. As told earlier, there are 2 categories in the Iritugutti A grade and Iritugutti B grade. This is Iritugutti A grade. So the maneuverability and the speed of the Iritugutti A grade section boats will be higher than that of the Iritugutti in the B section. So in the Nehru Trophy boat race, nearly 90 boats will be participating. There will be 20 boats in the snake boat section, but here, as it is also the final of the CBL, only 9 snake boats are there, and boats of smaller categories are also there. So this is A grade. See, the length of the boat is higher than that of the B grade boat, and the number of oarsmen are also greater than that of the boat in the B grade. So Moonu Daikal, say here they have collected all spirit, enthusiasm, frenzy, and etc. They are giving a tough fight to each other. Yes, their lethargy in the heats is gone, and now to win is the problem. So they are doing their might, and along with the rowers, there are also the helmsmen, the singers, the drummers, and those who hit the boat to give rhythm, and the oarsmen, they paddle to the rhythm and see the tone of the paddlers and the drum beaters, and the boat lovers, or the boat race lovers, they enjoy the finals in the Iritugutti section, because Iritugutti boat races, you see, they are fast passengers on water, they are spy boats, and they can have pickup speed, and see the both sides are curved, and they look like the shape of the boat is very attractive, and it is a very beautiful, enchanting sight. And yes, now it has become a proper race. Who will win cannot be predicted. The boat in the third track, number 3, Mahmudan, is slightly ahead, and they have finished. Mahmudan has finished in that. Mahmudan has emerged the winner in the finals in the Irituguti A grade. And now the event to take place is, yes, you can see the slow motion. See which boat reaches the finishing point. See, number 3. Yes, Moonu Dekkan, that is Moonu Thaikal reaches the finishing point. It is Moonu Thaikal which has emerged winner in the Irituguti A grade final. Yes, that is, this shows that no prediction can be made. It is a photo finish, and only the official results can be believed. And it is said that Moonu Thaikal, which owed in the first track, has emerged winner in the Irituguti A grade finals. Now the event to take place is first losers. First losers in the snakeboard section. In track number 1, there is Niranam Chundan, owned by NCDC Boat Club, and they are named Mighty Oars for the Champions Boat League. And in track number 2, Ayavarabu Pandi, owned by Vembanad Boat Club, named Pride Chasers. And in track number 3, Chambakulam Chundan, owned by Kumaragam Town Boat Club, named Backwater Warriors. And in the heats, Niranam Chundan took 4.23.34 minutes to finish to reach the finishing line, and Ayavarabu Pandi took 4.25.83 minutes to reach the finishing point. And in track number 3, it is Chambakulam Chundan, which took 5.28.80 minutes to reach the finishing line. So, say, this is the history of the snake boats. Chambakulam Chundan, once upon a time, was really a force to reckon with. It has won several hat-tricks, and it has won nearly 15 times in several boat races. But that is not the fact. It was rebuilt, and it has lost the speed, and the club also matters. Chambakulam Chundan is owned by Kumaragam Town Boat Club this time, and Ayavarabu Pandi, Vembanad Boat Club, is owning it, and Niranam Chundan, NCDC Boat Club, is owning it. And it should be remembered that all these boats have won. They have emerged winners in one time or the other in several boat races. So the former winners are competing with each other for the first losers final. That is why it is said the losers final is actually not the losers final. They have lost the ability to participate in the finals, because they have lost in the heats by fraction of a second or so. But a miss is as good as a mile, and that is to be accepted. And Niranam Chundan, Ayavarabu Pandi, Chambakulam Chundan, they are rowing. And yes. So the race has started. And these boats have reached, that is in track number 1, they have lost it by sheer ill luck in the heats. So backed by the serene beauty of the river here, Ashtamudi Lake here, they are rowing, but they are rowing it with all their might. When they participate in the race, they don't take into consideration whether it is first losers final or the finals. They will do their might. They will show all their might. See the style of oaring. You see, Vembanad Boat Club, you see, they are there. And Chambakulam Chundan, owned by Kumaragam Boat Club. The name is backwater warriors, and then Ayabarabbu Pandi, and Chambakulam Chundan. Yes. So the leading. Yes. Niranam Chundan, Ayabarabbu Pandi, and Chambakulam Chundan. They have won in the boat races earlier several times, but now they have the fate to compete only in the losers final. And see the beautiful sight, the former naval battle warships, or see the style. See nearly 100 oarsmen. See the style of oaring, putting the oar to one side, then to another side. Yes, all their might, all their strength, all their enthusiasm, all their spirits put together to oar these 5-ton behemoths, which was used for naval battles earlier, and now it is used for boat races. Yes, Chambakulam is giving a tough fight to Ayabarabbu Pandi, and Niranam Chundan is also doing their might, and the difference is slight in the heats. Niranam owed to the finals taking 4.23.34 minutes, and Ayabarabbu took 4.25.83 and 54.50. So Chambakulam Chundan, Ayabarabbu Pandi, and Niranam Pandi. Yes. See, now Niranam is ahead with a few oars length. It's not a boat length, it is an oars length difference only. Yes. And Chambakulam is far behind. It's a boat length behind. So Chambakulam, you say, they have to accept their fate because they have reached the finals earlier in the Nehru Trophy boat race, clocking a little more than 4 minutes. But now, might be because of the rebuilt weight and other things, or because of the rowers, or because of the change in the club, you say, they are lagging behind. You see, in the recent races, Chambakulam is always lagging behind. But Ayabarabbu Pandi, they are showing their might. And Niranam Chundan, comparatively a new snake boat, you see, they have emerged winners. Yes. Niranam Chundan, NCDC Boat Club in the first track. You see, the CBL name is Mighty Oars. And in track number 2, Ayabarabbu Pandi, owned by Vemanadu Boat Club. The CBL name is Pride Chasers. And Chambakulam Chundan, owned by Kumaragam Town Boat Club. The CBL name is Backwater Warriors. Yes, now all crescendo, tempo, speed, maneuverability, fighting spirit. See, yes, Niranam has reached the first place, and Ayabarabbu second, and Chambakulam third. See, so Niranam Chundan, owned by NCDC Boat Club and CBL Mighty Oars, they have finished first in the first losers final, and Ayabarabbu comes second, and this is the slow motion of the strike boat race first losers final. That's the first losers final is over. See the slow motion or the photo finish. Niranam Chundan emerging first, and the timing will be announced later. Ayabarabbu follows, bagging the second place, and Chambakulam third place. Now I hand over the mic to Mr. Kishore.
Thank you, Professor Cherian Alexander, and we are now going to witness the second heats, or the second losers final. The second losers final, which is a competition between the 3 snake boats which finished in 4th, 5th and 6th position. In track number 1 is Nadu Bhagam, the winner of the President's Trophy last year, this time losing out on that chance, but I'm sure that they're going to still put in their best foot forward, or their best oar forward in this case, and try and come up trumps here. In track number 2 in the center will be Pai Padan Chundan, powered by KBC and SFBC boat clubs. And on the far side of the screen, track number 3 is St. Pius 10th, which is powered by Niranam Boat Club. Nadubagam finished 4th in the heats, taking a time of 4 minutes 17.07 seconds. Pai Padan, which is in the second track, finished 6th in the heats with a time of 4 minutes 22.43 seconds, which means a difference of about 5 seconds, slightly over 5 seconds between Nadubagam and Pai Padan Chundan. And St. Pius finished at 4 minutes 20.01, which is a gap of 3 seconds with Nadubagam. And the start of the race. And paddling together they are Nadubagam Chundan in lane 1, Pai Padan Chundan in lane 2, St. Pius in lane 3. And all these teams have gone through rigorous training. They have specialized coaches brought in for this by the sponsors. In fact, it is a very strategic decision to make up the final team based on all the sample races that they run, and it depends on how they rate each of these rowers, because finally the position of the rowers, who are placed at the front, the single seaters, who are placed in the middle, the power boat, the power rowers, and the people at the back. So that is all decided. And as I said before, at least 75% of the oarsmen are locals. As we see the boat in track number 1, as expected, Nadubagam has a legacy in boat racing. We told the story of 1952, the visit of Pandit Nehru, when he jumped onto a boat and took a ride, and that boat was Nadubagam, and that is when the boat racing history of Kerala started as a competition open to the world. Nadubagam Chundan powering their way through. St. Pius 10th far ahead on the far end of the screen is trying to bring up, and in the rear is Pai Padan Chundan at this particular point of time. This is a game of power. This is a game of strategy. This is a game of synchronization. And the powering is done according to the beats given by the people in the middle. The drum beats are there, and Nadubagam is really showing why it is rated so high year after year. Even last year, Nadubagam came in first in the President's boat race last year. They came in second in the Champions League last year. This time also they are lying second in the Champions League. So far, from the 12 races which have happened so far, they have garnered 104 points. They are going to get more here. They are unquestionably going to go through here. There is no competition for them. They are saying that we lost out in the final, but look at what stuff we are made of. We are to be noted. We are not to be counted out because we are not there in the final. We are going to lift the second place trophy for the CBL this year, and to mark that, we are going to beat the competition in this losers final, second losers final here. Unquestionably ahead and showing their mettle, what they can actually do. And they are rowing in a tandem. Look at the beats. Look at the beat in the middle. The thumping which is actually done. The helmsman at the back end, now very clear that they are steering ahead. So the boat is in the right course. So they are there still. If the boat goes slightly astray, then they will be steering and taking the boat the right way. But here they are very, very confident about the way they're doing. And all these teams go through rigorous training, at least for a week. At least 75% of the people are locals as per the norms of the Champions Boat League. We can bring in professionals, but maximum 25%. They bring in people from outside. There is Nadubagam Chundan powering their way through, and they get a lot of professionals from places like Manipur and Kashmir. They are very good in sculling, and they are going through very, very comfortably. Not at all surprising. Nadubagam is a boat to be taken note of, notwithstanding the fact that they missed out on the final today, but they're going to finish second according to the total points. They're going to finish second in the Champions Boat League, and they have powered their way through in the race today, unquestionably, without a doubt, and they have there's a slow motion of Nadubhagam coming in. Where is the second boat? Not available on the screen. That is the kind of lead that they have. Nadubhagam still on the screen. Where is the boat behind? Not to be seen. Nadubhagam, you did wonderfully well. You made up for losing in the final. You did wonderfully well. And now we are lined up for the grand finale. This is the grand finale that we were awaiting. In lane number 1, the unquestionable leaders of the CBL this year, the Champions Boat League this year, Viyapuram Chundan in track 1, powered by Pallurthi Boat Club in track number in we have Viyapuram Chundan in track number 2. They are the fastest finishers, and in track number 1 we have Karichal Chundan, which registered the 3rd best time, and in track number 3 we have Mahadevi Kartil Tekedil, which is powered by Police Boat Club, and the police men are showing that they're very adept at handling oars the way they are handling lathis. They have been a part of the President's Boat Race and the CBL for the last few years. They have been doing creditably well, and the Police Boat Club lying right now 3rd in the Champions Boat League is powering the boat in the 3rd track, which is Mahadevi Kartil Tekedil. Viyapuram Chundan in track 2, the unquestionable leader. They are definitely going to take the Champions League trophy. They want to take the President's Trophy also home today. They are leading the Champions Boat League with 106 points. They're definitely going to get at least 8 points, if not 10. They are not going to settle for 8. They want to finish first. They want to take all the 10. They want to show what they are, and they have been the star performers of this competition unquestionably throughout the season by a mile. They've already won 6 of the races out in the CBL. They finished first in the heats here, in the 3 heats. They were the best. They had the best timing. They came in at 4 minutes 15.24 seconds. Just behind came in Mahadevi Kartil Tekedil, powered by the Police Boat Club. And there they are, they're starting off. They're starting off in tandem. They are powering their way through. They are putting everything in. This is going to be a wonderful race. This is going to go to the finish, I'm sure. And basically, this is the finish. This is the race that we have been waiting for. This is the race that we have been waiting for. Is it Viyapuram in the center? Is it Mahadevi Kartil Tekedil in the middle? We don't know. We are not sure. It is neck and neck right now. It could be Karichal Chundan. Karichal comes with the history. Can they repeat the history here? Right now it seems that Viyapuram Chundan is slightly ahead as expected, because they have been the star of the Champions Boat League this year. They are powering ahead. They are slightly ahead, but it's a marginal lead. It can change anytime. We are not even covering 300 meters of the track. This is 1050 meters. They have still time left. They have still yards to go to reach the finish. Look at this shot. Look at the way the oars are in tandem. Look at the splash of the of the water as the waves hit the water in tandem. They are powering their way through. This is wonderful. This is spectacular. This is magnificent. This is what we have been waiting for. This is the finale that we are waiting for. Come on, guys, show what you can do. This is wonderful. Look at the way they're doing. Look at the way in which they are rowing in a tandem, powering their way through, and very strategically, the people at the helm, look at the way they have their long oars, and very strategically they come into play when the time is required to ensure that the steering of the boat is in the right order. And so they are rowing well. They are all rowing well. All the three going neck and neck, neck and neck. This is the boat club of Pallaturthi, the Pallaturthi boat club, powering Viyapuram Chundan. They have done well this season. They have covered the 6 races in the first place. They want to come first here. They know that they are ahead and they will get the Champions Boat League trophy. They will put their hands on the 25 lakhs as the prize. They are not satisfied with that. They want to show what they are in. They want to show the kind of mettle they have, the kind of training that they have done. They are coming in. The Mahadevi Cartel Tekedil is not letting off. They are coming through in track 3. They are powered by the policemen. They know how to use their oars just the way they use their lathis. They have been extremely impressive. They are lying 3rd in the Champions Boat League here, but they want to come in first in this race here. Karichal Chundan. Karichal has a rich history, powered by Punnamada Boat Club. Punnamada means basically the seat of backwaters in Kerala, and that is where Karichal Chundan is coming from. They are not going to let go. They are not going to have Viyapuram Chundan in the middle take it so easily. It is almost neck and neck. It's a wonderful race which is happening. Then look at Viyapuram Chundan, where the beats are just thumping along, neck and neck, neck and neck. It is neck and neck in track 1 and track 2. Track 1 and track 2. Karichal Chundan and Viyapuram Chundan. The policemen are not letting go in track 3. Mahadevi Cartel Tekedil is coming in track 3. But Karichal Chundan is vying with Viyapuram Chundan in tracks 1 and 2. Viyapuram is there in the middle. Viyapuram is slightly ahead. Can Karichal catch up? Look at the people in the front. The single oarsmen, they're spraying every new of their power. They're bringing everything on. This is the last race of the day. This is the last race of the season. This is what they have come here for. They want to lay their hands on the President's trophy. They want to power their way first. They are coming in through. Viyapuram Chundan is coming in. Viyapuram Chundan is coming in. And they have come in. They have come in. They have come in first. Viyapuram Chundan, you people are magnificent. You have put your hands on the President's trophy. They have come in first. They are first. This is the slow motion. Viyapuram Chundan, what synchronization, what powering, magnificent. This is your 7th win of the season. Be proud of what you have done this season. You have done superbly well. You have been, the best in this race, in the heat, in the finals. Pallaturthi Boat Club, you can be proud of. The people in your village, in your Kara, will be thrilled today. There will be celebrations in the Kara today. They are definitely going to go overboard. All the 3 boats, Karichal in 1, Viyapuram in the middle, and Mahadevi Cartel Tekedil in 3. All of them have done exceedingly well. We had an exciting race, and I hand you over to my colleague, Cherian Alexander, to take you forward.
Thank you, Mr. Krishnakumar. Yes, it was a thrilling encounter, really a thrilling encounter. It was the spectators, the race has risen to dizzy heights. Viyapuram is a force to receive. Yes, Viyapuram has again won, owned by Pallaturthi Boat Club. Pallaturthi Boat Club. The official results will be declared later. Viyapuram Chundan owned by Pallaturthi Boat Club, and the CBL Tropical Titans has emerged winner. They have bagged the first place. You say Pallaturthi Boat Club is a force to reckon with, whether it is Viyapuram Chundan or Naduvagan Chundan. Now it seems that the club matters, the captain matters, the oarsmen matter. So Yes, we have a club. Now it is the club is important. In the olden days, if it was the boat important, now it is the club that is important. The three boats which participated in the finals of the Champions Boat League and the finals of the President's Trophy, they were Karichal Chundan in the first track, owned by Punnamada Boat Club, Viyavuram Chundan in the second track, owned by Pallathurthi Boat Club, and in the third track, Mahadevigad, Katil Takeri, Karichal, owned by Karichal, that is Ripple Breakers, Viyavuram Tropical Titans, and Mahadevi Gatils are raging overs. Yes, it is Viyavuram. Viyavuram, it is definitely Viyavuram. Viyavuram, Pallathurthi Boat Club, Viyavuram Chundan, Viyavuram Snake Boat, owned by Pallathurthi Boat Club. The CBL name is Tropical Titans. They have created record, winning the boat races here several times. They have won several times. So it was really a deserving win. And you know, one thing more, the boat race in Kerala is now famous internationally. Promotional poster of the tennis tournament featuring top players rowing snake boats on Kerala backwaters was a hit in social media at the Wimbledon Championship, the oldest tennis tournament in the world. The poster is accompanied by an emoji of a handshake between Kerala and London and a message, ready for the annual boat race. Who will be lifting the Wimbledon Championship 23? The poster has geared a lot of attention on social media platform. It is expected to increase Kerala's tourism appeal globally. And it is Viyavuram. Yes, it was in 2011 that the then President of India, Srimati Pratibha Patil, came to Kollam, and you know, the winners, Sri Ganeshan, then received the golden trophy from the hands of the then President Srimati Pratibha Patil. And then Viyavuram Chundan now in 2023, in the 9th President's Trophy boat race and the 3rd Champions Boat League, Viyavuram Chundan has scored a facile win. You see, that is Tropical Titans, Viyavuram Chundan, that is CBL name is Tropical Titans, owned by the sturdy paddlers of Pallathurthi Boat Club. They have scored a facile win, a deserving win. Yes, heaven has come down to earth, and you know, the greatest show on water. You see, that is the boat race in Kerala. Kerala has grabbed, the boat races in Kerala has grabbed a prominent place in the tourism map of the world. Yes, you say Viyavuram Chundan has also bagged the recently held Nehru Trophy boat race. You see, in the 12 Champions boat races held in 6 districts in the state, see, taking the minimum time and the maximum scores, again Viyavuram Chundan has emerged. You see, in the President's Trophy boat race, yes, Viyavuram Chundan has bagged the first place, outwitting or defeating Karichal Chundan and Mahadevigad Katil. And Viyavuram Chundan took in the heats 4.15.24. Yes, you see, the Doordarshan has done a great job in covering, in giving the live telecast of the President's Trophy boat race and the CBL at Kollam. It was a very neck and encounter for supremacy. It was a tough fight, and you know, no mistakes were done by the oarsmen, and you know, it was by a fraction of seconds that Viyavuram Chundan has outwitted the other 8 Chundans. You see, altogether there were 9 snake boats participating in the CBL finals here today, and you know, it is a, yes, the weather was fine, and it was sunny, no hullabaloo was there, everything was smooth, and the organizers are really creditable for organizing such a manner, and Doordarshan has also covered it very well, and the English commentary could be heard in 64 countries, including Commonwealth countries. There were commentary in English and Malayalam. The English commentators are Professor Cherian Alexander and Mr. P. Srikumar, and the Malayalam commentators are Joe Joseph Thayangeri and Kurichi and Kurishi Radhakrishnan. So the curtain has fallen down on the 9th President's Trophy boat race and the 3rd CBL boat race. And the boats participated in the Champions Boat League, that is the snake boats which participated in the Champions Boat League, were the President's Trophy final at Kollam. They are Mahadevigad, Katil Takedil, Viyapuram Chundan, Nadubagam Chundan, St. Pius X, Champakalam Chundan, Karichal Chundan, Paipada Chundan, Ayabaram Pandi, and Nirana Chundan. And in the finals, it is Viyapuram Chundan, that is Tropical Titans, owned by Palathuthi Boat Club, which has won the first place and the championship. And the winners will get 25 lakhs rupees as prize money and besides the trophies, and they will also get that bonus. And every boat will get 4 lakh bonus, and they will also, and the boat which came second will get 15 lakhs, and the boat which came third will get 10 lakhs besides the bonus money and all that. And this race was held here in the manner of Indian Premier League, and there were 12 competitions in various places, and races were held at Kottayam, Kollam, then Alappuzha, Ernakulam, Thrissur, Malappuram. These are the 6 districts where the races were held for the CBL trophy. And then you see, besides the Nehru Trophy and the Kollam President's Trophy, races are held at Pulingunna, Kainageri, Kayangula, Karuvata, Marine Drive, Puravam, Ponnani, Kottapuram, Thajathangadi, and Kallada. And then CBL races, you see, attracts a lot of spectators. And the first President's Trophy at Ashtamudi Lake was held in 2011 on August 30th, and then say it, as said earlier, it was the then President of India, Srimati Pratibha Patil, who came here, and that is why the name President's Trophy is given to this race. And then this is the first boat race in Kerala in the name of a former president. And then in the first boat race, it was Sri Ganeshan, owned by Kollam Francis Boat Club, which won the first place. And now it is Viyapuram outwitting Karichal and Mahadevigatil in the finals, which won the championship and lifted the trophy. And there are also other trophies besides the prize money of 25 lakhs and the bonus money. Now I hand over the mic to Mr. Krishna Kumar.
Thank you, Professor Sharian Alexander. So we are now awaiting the prize distribution, where the star of the day, the star of the season has unquestionably been Viyapuram Chundan. Unquestionably, the way they have performed this season matches the kind of expectations that Pallathurthi Boat Club had. Pallathurthi Boat Club comes with a rich history because last year this boat club was powering Nadubagam Chundan. Nadubagam Chundan last year came in first and grabbed the President's Trophy. This time they switched boats, but the result of the same, they switched to Viyapuram Chundan. Pallathurthi Boat Club comes with that kind of expectation from their Kara or their village, which is
ഇങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു അവസരം നമ്മൾ കൂടുതൽ നമ്മുടെ ട്രാവലേഴ്സിന് കൊണ്ടുവരാനായിട്ട് ഹൈലൈറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. കുറെ മാർക്കറ്റിംഗ് സെഗ്മെന്റ്സ് ടാർഗറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്.
തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും ഈ ഒരു ടൂറിസം മേഖലയ്ക്ക് അങ്ങനെ 9ാമത് പ്രസിഡൻസ് ട്രോഫി ജലോത്സവത്തിനും അതുപോലെ തന്നെ 3ാമത് ചാമ്പ്യൻസ് ബോട്ട് ലീഗ് കിരീടവും പള്ളാത്തുരുത്തി ബോട്ട് ക്ലബിന്റെ വിയപുരം ചുണ്ടൻ സ്വന്തമാക്കിയിരിക്കുന്നു. പള്ളാത്തുരുത്തി ബോട്ട് ക്ലബിന്റെ ഹാട്രിക് കിരീടമാണ് ചാമ്പ്യൻസ് ബോട്ട് ലീഗ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ കഴിഞ്ഞ വർഷം നഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടു പോയ കിരീടം അവർ തിരിച്ചു പിടിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നു വിയപുരത്തിലൂടെ. ഏതായാലും അഷ്ടമുടി രീതികളെയും സാക്ഷി നിർത്തി ആവേശം വാരികുതിരി ഏതായാലും ഈ ഒരു പ്രസിഡൻസ് ട്രോഫി ജലോത്സവത്തിന് സമാപനമാകുകയാണ്. അല്പസമയത്തിനകം സമ്മാനദാന
Typically around 110 is the usual number of people in the boat, and maximum 25% of them can be professionals. Usually the people brought in are those oarsmen who are very skilled in canoeing and kayaking. They brought in from places like Manipur, they brought in from Kashmir, they train along with the locals, and then the team selection is made. So it is not that they bring some people together and then do the training. Based on the training, then they decide where they have to seat the people, because the oarsmen who can oar on both sides equally are the single seaters in the front of the snake boat, and then the people in the middle are people who are placed in the boat. They're seated in twos, placed according to whether the right hand side or the left hand side is their favorite side, and they keep rowing on the same side. The last 6 people in the snake boat provide the final thrust during the finishing, and then you have the helmsmen, 5 or 6 of them according to the formation of the team, who then decide on the steering of the boat. We had a wonderful exposition of boat race here. The marginal difference between the 3 boats which came in the final, the marginal difference between the 2 boats which were there in the second losers final, it all made our day, isn't it? We had a wonderful spectacle where Viyapuram Chundan, undisputed leaders of the season, they are the worthy winners of the Champions Boat League. They are the winners of the President's Trophy today. They have won 7 out of the 13 races this season. Nadubagam is second in the Champions Boat League in terms of points. So they also get to hold a trophy, but not the winner's trophy, the runners-up trophy for the Champions Boat League. And Mahadevi Kartil Tekedil, powered by the Police Boat Club, they are placed third, so they get their trophy for the third place. That is possibly a consolation for them, but the star of the day unquestionably is Pallaturuthi Boat Club. Their people back home in their village are going to celebrate like nothing tonight. The kind of work that they have done, they brought in coaches from outside, professionals to actually do the team formation, place the people according to their skills, and then row in tandem, row in coordination. You know, it was an exhibition of raw power, stamina, and also mental strength, because you need to bring in that extra effort. It's not just what your body can give. You give your 110%, and that is what Viyapuram Chundan did today. They were tops in the heats in terms of timing. They were tops in the final. Unquestionably, they have done wonderfully well in this race today. They have been the star of the show, and well done Viyapuram Chandan. I think we need to really appreciate the kind of organization that has happened here today, as we see houseboat, the signature of the backwaters of Kerala, gliding along the Ashtamudi Lake. You know, what a magnificent sight. You should come and visit the backwaters of Kerala and visit the sunset seated in a houseboat. Spend the night, overnight in a household, with the local cuisine, and I can tell you your life is made. If you have not come to Kerala, please do come, because it was worth it. So I was talking about the kind of organization that was done here, and just to give you an example, look at the last 3 races. 4:45 we had the second losers final. 4:50 we had the first losers final. 4:55 we had the final, all spaced out in 5 minutes. Keep in mind that to finish a race it takes about 4 minutes and about 20 seconds, which means that by the time a race was finishing, then the next race was starting. So that is a phenomenal kind of coordination. By the time one race was getting over, the other race was starting. So if you're looking at the Champions Boat League, which is the culmination of 13 races which has happened from the second Saturday of August till today, this is the 13th and the last race. The team on top, as I said, Viyapuram Chundan came first. They came in today at 4 minutes 18.96 seconds. Second was Mahadevi Kartil Tekedil, powered by the Police Boat Club, came in marginally behind at 4 minutes 19.83 seconds. The difference is microseconds, not even 1 second. It is basically less than a second. That is how close it was. And then Kairichal Chundan came in third, slightly behind at 422.83. So that is how the show was. So Viyuvaran Chundan, the clear winner today, lifting the President's Trophy, and also clear winner in the Champions Boat League and lifting the trophy for the Champions Boat League this season. So with those words, may I hand it over to my colleague, Professor Cherian Alexander.
Thank you, Krishna Kumar. That was the final of the finals. Viyapuram Chundan has emerged winner. And it should be said that Doordarshan has made all arrangements for the live telecast of the boat race. All technical expertise available was being put to use for the live telecast of the event, which was available on the Malayalam channel and also in DD Sports and DD Bharati. Now here are the results one again, and this is the final result. And in the finals, Viyapuram Chundan, owned by Pallathuruthi Boat Club. The CBL name is Tropical Titans. The Viyapuram Chundan took 4.96 minutes only to reach the distance of more than 1 kilometers. And that is a facile win. And the second place is backed by Mahadevigad Katil Takkedil, owned by Police Boat Club, and the CBL name is Raging Rovers. And Mahadevigad Katil Takkedil took only 4.19.83 minutes. And the third place goes to Kairichal Chundan, which was king one time. But they have to be satisfied with the third place now. And Kairichal Chundan this time at Kollam was owned by Punnamada Boat Club. And the CBL name is Ripple Breakers. And Kairichal Chundan took 4.22.83 minutes. And I will announce the other results also. The fourth place in the finals, you see, the fourth place in the Champions Boat League 2023 held at Kollam. The fourth place goes to Nadubagan Chundan, United Boat Club Kainagiri. Nadubagan has won the Nehru Trophy boat race several times. It has won other boat races also, but this time at Kollam it was owned by United Boat Club Kainagiri, and they had to be satisfied with the fourth place. And the CBL name is Coast Dominators. They took 4.11.85 minutes, and the fifth place goes to St. Pius 10, owned by Niranam Boat Club. And the CBL name is Backwater Kings, and it took 4.29.81 minutes. And in the sixth place, Paipadan Chundan, owned by KBC and SFBC, and the CBL name is Thunder Rose, and Paipadan Chundan took 4.31.98 minutes. And the seventh place to Niranam Chundan, NCDC Boat Club's Niranam Chundan, and the CBL name is Mighty Oars, and it took 4.24.90 minutes. And the eighth place, Ayaparambu Pandi, is owned by Vebanad Boat Club, and the CBL name is Pride Chasers, and they took 4.27.43 minutes. And the ninth place, Chambakulam Chundan. See, it should be said that for the lovers of the boat race, it is really a sad affair. Chambakulam Chundan, which he has won several hat-tricks and several times winner in many boat races, it has to be satisfied with the last place. That is the ninth place in the Champions Boat League 23 Kollam. And Chambakulam Chundan was owned by Kumaragam Town Boat Club. And the CBL name is Backwater Warriors. And Chambakulam Chundan took 5.32 minutes. So these are the results. The first place to Viyapuram Chundan, second place to Mahadevigad Katil Takkedil, third place to Kairichal Chundan, then in the fourth place Nadubagan Chundan, in the fifth place St. Pius 10, in the sixth place Paipadan Chundan, in the seventh place Niranam Chundan, and in the eighth place Ayaparambu Pandi, and in the ninth place Chambakulam Chundan. So the spectators are still there, and the prize giving ceremony is there. See, the golden trophy, you see, that is the President's Trophy, is given to the winner, and it was the end of the 9th President's Trophy boat race and the 3rd Champions Boat League at Kollam. The Ashtamudi Lake, the beautiful, serene, calm, picturesque Ashtamudi Lake. Yes. And you know, people have thronged on all banks of the lake to witness this greatest water carnival, the greatest dream sport. And you know, the race which marks communal harmony, because even in the days of the principality, people belonging to all races, castes, they rode in the same boat as brothers. And you know, this is a symbol of communal harmony prevailing in this part of the terra firma, that is Kerala, God's own country. And Kollam is famous for its communal harmony. Lot of churches, temples, mosques are there. And you know, here on the screen, on the monitor, you can see Kollam MLA, Sri Mukesh, who is also an ace cine actor. And you know, other dignitaries are also there. So it was a jam-packed holiday crowd which witnessed this prestigious boat race at Ashtamudi Lake, Kollam. Prize money 25 lakhs to the winner. And you know, the second place winner will get 15 lakhs. And you know, the third place winner will get 10 lakhs. And all the boats which participated will also get a heavy bonus. So normally in the boat race, say, the horsemen, they become poorer after the race because they have to spend lakhs and lakhs of rupees for practice. The practice takes for several days. And you know, 100 horsemen in a boat, they have to be fed for many days. They have to give the money, and you know, it is an expensive affair. And you know, construction of a boat also is a heavy affair. And you know, the correct sort of wood has to be spent. And you know, only there is no there is only Tachi Shastra, and there is no architecture. Say Kurapana Narayanashari and his sons, etc. And it is something that traditional. The building of a boat is also a heavy affair. And you know, everyone cannot build a snake boat. So say, even though 25 lakhs rupees are given, say, after the expenses and all that, what the horsemen or the participants or the clubs or the teams get might be very little. But you know, nowadays sponsors are there to sponsor the boat. In the olden days, every snake boat was sponsored by the Karakar or the people of the hamlet. They were fishermen or they were farmers, and out of the little money they get after their expenses, they used to spend it for building a boat, and there was much enthusiasm, and now sponsors are there. That will reduce the financial burden of the horsemen and also the organizers. Anyway, at Kollam, it was a well-organized affair, and Doordarshan has done a creditable job in covering it to 64 countries, including the Commonwealth countries. I hand over the mic to Mr. Krishna.
Thank you, Professor Cherian Alexander. We are right now witnessing the prize distribution ceremony where prizes are awarded for all the winners of the Irituguthi B grade, the winners of the boats powered by the ladies, that is the OD boat race, the OD dragon boats, and then the Irituguthi A grade dragon boats also. And the big prize money goes to the snake boat winners. 25 lakhs for the winner, 15 lakhs for the second place, the team in CBL, that is the Champions Boat League, and 10 lakhs for the team which finishes third. So 25 lakhs goes to the undisputed performer, not just today, not just at the President's Trophy boat race today, but unquestionably throughout the boat racing season, and the team which topped the Champions Boat League, Viyapuram Chundan, coming through and laying their hands on the top prize of 25 lakhs. Now, don't think that 25 lakhs is enough to cover their expenses. That is not. When we say 25 lakhs, it looks good money, but then if you look at the expenses for a snake boat, to actually make the small repairs for the snake boat, to make it ready for the season, then to organize the training for the people, to house them, to provide for their food, provide for their uniforms, also then to pay for the professionals who are brought in from outside. They need sponsors, so a lot of sponsors, local people, they actually contribute their might. Also NRIs and others, basically all the boat race lovers. I mean, this is something which is in the blood, this is in the mind, this is in the heart of people in the heartland of Kuttanad and Kollam, the heartland of backwaters in Kerala. So they spend several lakhs. There are people who invest even their livelihood to ensure that they come forward and support their boat. And so this 25 lakhs is not something which is enough, but then we have Viyapuram Chundan very creditably performing well today, performing well throughout the season, coming in first and lifting the President's Trophy, and also coming out winners, coming out trumps in the Champions Boat League. And with those words, I, along with my co-commentator, Professor Sherian Alexander, and our very worthy crew, take you back to the studios. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed our show.
Overall championship നടുഭാഗം ചുണ്ടൻ UBC കൈനഗരി 15 ലക്ഷം രൂപയുടെ ചെക്കും ട്രോഫിയും 15 ലക്ഷം രൂപയുടെ ചെക്കും ട്രോഫിയും രണ്ടാം സ്ഥാനത്തെ UBC കൈനഗരിക്ക് സമ്മാനിക്കുന്നു.